Hey Andrew, how you doing, buddy?
Leave me out of this.
Yeah, you're in too deep.
You're too deep.
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Good weekend?
Well, yeah, it was a good weekend. Sure. My girlfriend got her second COVID, so lots of sleepy this weekend. So
Nice.
not as fun as most weekends.
So, Andrew, what is the metropolitan area behind you? The map.
That is Springfield.
Springfield from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Okay.
I recognize it right away.
I forgot, Les, are you a Kodos or a Kang man?
I've always been a Kang man. You meet. Which one's the robot? It's the one that says "You meatbags have had your chance."
I think that's from Futurama.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Thanks for playing, though.
Sorry, I'm not a. I just so I think maybe Dan, you were present when we had this conversation some other time, but I've never been much of a cartoon guy. It's
anime.
no, I mean neither, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but there's maybe been two cartoons in my adult life that I've liked: Archer and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and that's pretty much it.
He watches lots of hentai online.
Well, not lots. It's not like I spend a half an hour.
It's not like
It's like 6 to 8 minutes, and then
3
I'm done
minutes and
watching.
he's done. Yeah.
It doesn't take long. Dan, how are you doing?
just swell. How are you?
Fine. Sorry about all the swearing last night. Or did you miss that part?
Wow. I missed that.
Oh, stupid Xbox controllers. It just makes me crazy. Sure, I'm going to keep this the story of the short. I now have to buy a new Xbox controller. There was an incident.
Nice.
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, the repairs didn't go nearly as well as I'd hoped.
What
To the
made you
extent-
get your Xbox controller out last night anyway.
No, it's my son's Xbox controller.
Oh, okay.
But he popped one of the little nubbinses out, and in our efforts to repair, patient died on the table. So somebody might have thrown it.
I was gonna say he might have been murdered on the table.
Yeah, there was a screwdriver involved.
You had Doug fix it, didn't you?
No, I'm fully capable of ruining an Xbox controller all on my own, which I handily did.
So Doug had a dryer that went out on him.
Okay.
And after he tried to fix it himself, Cass told him, call Don, have Don come over and take a look at it. So I go over to look at it.
Mhm.
Two of the tools he had to work on this thing was a pry bar and a hacksaw.
Nice. That sounds right.
What's the problem?
What up, my traveler peoples?
Hello,
Hey,
Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Notice that every Sunday night, my self-sufficient family suddenly needs things like 2 minutes before the game.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Like even the dog wants a glass of water. Like, no, you have no thumbs to hold it.
Fix it yourself. I put out a bowl, for Pete's sake. Where is it?
You like that Baron Conan doll, Les? thought you
I
might.
did. So yeah,
I guess that'll be the new movie that's coming.
I have to slip that in front of my two sons in case for Father's Day.
As seen at GameStop.
Yep. And I was just telling the guys I have to go to GameStop this week. So yeah.
You gotta get your $5 worth of stock options exercise.
No, I threw an Xbox controller last night. Hard against the wall.
What were you playing? Mario Golf?
No, I was trying to fix it. And it wasn't going well. I don't typically play those games. My son broke a piece off of it. I was trying to fix it, and the fix made things. Well, the initial fix made things about twice as worse. And then I tried an alternative fix, and that
You did bad repair.
didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work either. So I ended up throwing it against the wall, and
Yes.
that worked.
He's like, at my
Great.
at dad 50th level, I've taken Hulk smash as my feat.
I
That
did.
finished off all the repairs. Yep.
Yeah, that finalized the operation. So what we had to do next became very clear, and that is go to GameStop. So I'm going to GameStop tomorrow. So we'll see. But yeah, no, that didn't go well. It was otherwise put a damper on an otherwise interesting evening. The boys had a big pitched battle with orcs and giants last night, and I thought that was pretty fun. Dan, did you have a good time with that?
Absolutely.
Very
it
cool.
was a unique combat situation.
I try to throw curveballs at you when I can.
And that sure was.
not
I'm glad you didn't make us sit through all 200 orcs attacking each.
Well, no, that would have been some terrible GMing. But so I put that that wasn't going to happen from the get go. But yeah, so I think next, I know, right? They and I think next week will be interesting as well. 144, that's the magic number.
Yep.
All right, St. Louis Cardinals.
The I'm missing less. I'm missing a skill challenge. I want to see if Don knows how to swim this time.
No.
Yes,
My plate mail.
But that's skill. Yeah, I don't want to do a swim challenge with my plate mail I'm wearing now. But that was one of my favorite episodes of Don. Like, okay, all we got to do is cross 30 feet of water in this rowboat. Skill challenge. It's all about the boat. Okay, well, all you gotta do is swim. Roll anything but a 1 or a 2. Oh no.
One. That's what makes this game the best. Those kind of instances. Nobody talks about when they rolled a natty 19. Everybody talks about when they rolled a natty 1, though.
Eric, you're looking very youthful this evening.
Thank you.
Like, I've been using a little braised panda juice to like get some youthful features.
I just shave all my gray hair off. That seems to do the trick. Although my eyebrows are betraying me, which is a new development. All right, so
But Les, don't forget with this, you can create your own colored eyebrows: green, yellow, red. Remember, that's one of the,
that's true. I forgot.
you just look constantly surprised.
I may have to do that at some point. All right. So last time, let's talk about what happened last time. So last time you guys finished up the tiger hunt with Captain Seventide, Colonel Seventide, and it was a successful tiger hunt. Nobody died on your team. All the tigers were killed as well, and Seventide declared it to be the single most fun event that he's had with humans, and declared you guys to be his new and best human friends. Guys had a little break before the festivities, the celebratory festivities, and let's be honest, Affronters love to celebrate. So it was a blowout, as you can imagine. But that one guy, the guy who had given himself a fair amount of genetic manipulation so that he could breathe the Affronter air,
right.
and he had started to look a little bit like
Quote
them with
unquote
tentacles.
human who, yeah.
Yeah, so he came by your staterooms and basically said, look, I know that you guys came out of Greenport originally. We know a fair amount about you. He goes, I wanted to tip you off to something that happened about a week before you guys arrived that might be of interest to you. And basically he says, look, we were cruising around in space, as we do, and we came across an Ursae ship that was dead in space. And because the captain has no love for the Ursaes and it wasn't doing anything interesting, I recommended to the captain, and he followed up on that recommendation, that we use it for target practice with the new Meson guns, which we did. The thing that he brought to your attention, though, was he knew that you guys were interested in Ursae ships, first of all, but he also, it came to pass through the course of the discussion that he mentioned that they had scanned it and there were some strange life signs going on, and you were like, well, what does that mean? And it was like, well, or they were getting some strange signals off, and it was like, well, there was some signals. It's like, well, they were obviously not in jump space, but it was like our interpretation, there was some weird signals coming out of their engine compartment, and our interpretation of these jump space like signals was that they were using their jump drive as a sort of fusion reactor of some sort. They were drawing power off of it rather than using it to enter jump space as would normally be the case. Now, most spaceships have fusion reactors, which they use for incidental power. So this essentially was interpreted by the Affronters as being that this, and its zero angular velocity was basically interpreted as being this ship is having mechanical problems and is thus a fair target. And so they lit it up. And as far as they know, it's still out there, but he wanted to tell you guys because he knows that you guys are no friends to the Ursae, neither are the Affronters. And he felt like this might be something that you guys were interested in. But he also said, look, don't tell the captain that I mentioned this.
Right.
I don't know how he would react, and I don't want to put myself in Dutch, but he's like, look, I'm still partially human. I have human sympathies, and if you guys are enemies of the Ursae, I don't like the Ursae either. So, if you guys are up to something, then maybe this will help you.
Awesome.
Then you guys went to the party and started partying. There was gambling. There was dancing. There was maybe even a little kissing, and that was just between the Affronters. It was a heck of a party and a blowout. You guys had a good time. They had laid in as many human positive drinks and drugs and tinctures as they thought you might enjoy. As you can imagine, the Affronters are not great hosts. They do not typically cater human parties. It was obvious that the humans on board, that one guy who was was genetically transitioning, and that the Cymbeline liaison officer Stéphane Legros, had advised the Affronters on what might be appropriate, but it was, as you can remember, it was like children did it, right? They put together everything they could. They thought that you would like, and they were like,
here it is.
Yeah, here, enjoy. We put together everything. So, Seventide doesn't know how humans party, so he's just hoping for the best at this point. But he was very cheerful, and several of his senior crew came over and slapped tentacle paddles with you in way of greeting and introduced themselves, and everybody seems like. Afterwards, Seventide, the next solar day, Seventide pinged you guys, said, all right, now I've got patrols to run, so we need to get down to business. So as our first order of business, I've received shopping lists from several of you, but not from all of you. So I wanted to open up the page. You guys have, you guys have the catalog. You guys have your credits. You know what you need, and you have the prices. What are you getting?
We have an ungodly amount of credit.
Well, it's a lot, but it's a lot, but it's also not a lot, right? You guys can load up, and there are other things, but and I think Dan will point out that
I'm taking some of it back.
Yeah, the captain is withholding your wages. No, he's basically, shipboard weapons are not, and that's really sort of
shipboard weapons are going to be expensive,
They're
and
expensive.
I am going to give a lot of mine back for that. Yes.
All right. But I hope, has everybody had an opportunity to go through the catalog and sort of pick out the sort of things that they wanted to buy while they were here from Seventide?
Yes and no. I had a question about mine.
Okay.
My best feature is a body pistol, and they have body pistols and not a lot of other modifications of body pistols. I figured there's got to be a way to say I want a modified body pistol that's somehow different, off catalog. Either has more damage or more hidiness, or whatever, doesn't come up on scans or whatever. Okay. I mean, that's what they are. They're supposed to be like ceramic pistols, right? They don't come up on metal detectors.
Right.
Or
Body pistols are ceramic, so they don't come up. Right.
So I'm just looking for something that might be a little more beefy to keep up with that machine gun Kelly and everybody else.
He wants a ceramic. Yeah, he wants a ceramic sniper rifle.
I don't want that. I don't want the sniper rifle. I want something up close and personal for close up work.
Okay.
No, I want it for close encounters.
So you could, they do have a couple of things. So the body pistol, they have several different kinds. If you're looking for something that's a little beefier, they do have a cartridge pistol in ceramic, which will be it basically shoots shotgun shells full of ceramic BBs. So it's not detectable by standard metallic sensory apparatus looking for big wads of metal. But it is a little beefier from a point of view. The problem is it has a magazine that shoots 6, but you can also get body pistols that have magazines of 12 as well. If you want the same gun with a bigger mag.
I think that might be right up my alley. Basically a shotgun shell in a thing. Other thing I was going to ask is if something that doesn't trigger a shot alarm, something I can drop somebody with, or keep it on the down low.
Yes,
Like
a stun stick.
Which I do have a stun stick. Okay.
Okay. You mean like a silencer? Are you looking for a silencer?
Well, yes, something a silencer, but now now with a shotgun, I don't know if you could silence a shotgun shell.
Well, it's essentially a shotgun pistol. There's an actual analog
Suppressor.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you can't silence a shotgun.
And I wasn't sure how the shot alarms work. Is it like, if we're talking about our century, yes, you would have to be like some sort of noise trigger, but I don't know if it'd be like a pressure trigger or something else that would be creating a shot alarm.
Well, so the shot caller shot alarms that were on Greenport Station is an automated sensory system that basically passively modifies ambient audio in public places and to a lesser extent in private places. And what it does is it has a library of gunshots or otherwise weapon discharge noises. And what it does is if it hears something that fits in with a certain parameter of noise, it scans its library to see if it can find a match. And if it does, it alerts, it declares that to be a weapon discharge and alerts the automated police force.
I have it then. So to defeat this, I need a modified body pistol that makes some sort of animal moaning noise when I fire it. Like some sort of pleasurable noise that you would hear in the red light district of the station.
They don't have that, but Seventide thinks for a minute and he goes, I think I may have what you need. And he pulls out this sort of cylindrical thing that you can put on. Now, there's no way that you could conceal this on the pistol or it, but when you shoot it, he goes, go ahead and try it. It makes this noise.
The GM 2000.
It would defeat any shot caller system.
Oh, it's got to be the wham, right? The wham attachment.
It's the wham. It's the wham-a-lama.
The wham-a-lama. Yeah, I think I will take this. I will take the wham. Like
so. He does have a thing which is they have he will sell you the wham-a-lama for half again the price of the pistol itself.
Done.
Less is it possible he could get a ceramic flechette?
You mean like for the shells?
No,
or just a flechette pistol.
Is the one that shoots with air, so it doesn't make any noise.
Oh, that's a good point. Is it an efficient and a silent weapon? Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily have to have metal darts.
Well, the question is, I mean, I took body pistol, not flechette pistol. Would that fit in the same category?
It would fit in the same category. This would be less. This would be a little harder to conceal, but it uses compressed air. It's essentially an air gun.
Well, here's my other thing. We're tracking bear. I have shot multiple bears with body pistols, and it's very hard to drop them with the body pistol.
They're tough.
Something a little elephant gun of body pistols is what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for something up close and personal work if I have to deal with somebody who's 12 feet tall. So I think the shotgun might work better than a flechette, but I don't actually have the damage charts in front of me.
For a shotgun?
A flechette is 3D -2, Matt.
Yep.
Okay. And then what's the shotgun?
The shotgun is
It's
4D.
40.
Assault shotgun, yeah, it's 4D.
What do you think, boys? You think the flechette's a better option, like work, or do you
drum fed
24
shot magazine? It is not concealable in the traditional sense.
The flechette or the shotgun?
The shotgun. The flechette you could. I mean, you could get a holster rig for it, and it is quiet. I mean, Captain Black is exactly right. A flechette pistol is very quiet, but it's less concealable than a body pistol.
All right. Well, as long as I can conceal it under my little half cloak, I think I'll be fine. I will get that, and I will get the flechette, the 3D -2.
Okay.
I think I'll let everybody else go.
Before you move on though, can I recommend you buy something that probably everybody should buy? Is a Diplo vest.
Which is what?
It's a diplomat's vest. It's light armor that is undetectable. You can wear it anytime you want.
Yeah, I think actually, I think it was in my original build, and I forgot all about it. I didn't know what the hell it was. But yeah, okay. Make sure I have
It's
it.
only 250 credits.
So yeah, it's 250 credits, essentially a shirt-only version of a protect suit. The Diplo vest can be easily worn under a normal shirt. The advantage is that while a protect suit is easily spotted, a Diplo vest is completely concealable. It is ideal for sensitive occasions where armor is not appropriate.
Okay.
And it gives you... Oh, sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Especially when I'm playing the Wham music, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hands up, you Ursae bastards.
Yeah. This is going down right now. Okay.
Yeah, so it gives you pretty good protection. It's +3 protection, which is essentially DR3.
Okay, I will done. Take it and let's move on to somebody else who's did their homework.
Sorry, Don, over to you now.
Yeah, I did my homework and bought things and everything. I do have something for each of you to just carry with you. It's just a little fob that I'd like you to have on your person. It is an FOF safety fob. It will keep me from shooting you guys.
Nice.
If I aim within 1 meter of you, my weapon will not fire.
Okay.
I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm bad at.
Nice. I'll be happy to carry it. I thought you were going to say, like, hey, there was one to be those, take this package. I'm not on your flight, but if you could take this for me. That'd be great.
Flight. Can you just hold this for me?
Yeah. It seems to have a little bit of tick to it. No.
I've got a couple of different suits of armor, one for every day, which is, looks like cloth and I can pass for it. I also bought a boarding vac suit and a ceramic powered plate suit. So depending on where we're going and how much preparation we have, I am prepared.
So the ceramic powered plate, is that okay, so I'm looking at it. Is that
it's +16 to my armor class, +20 versus fire, lasers, and energy.
It is a vacuum suit, so it can be used.
It's a vac suit.
It can be used in zero in atmosphere.
Yep. Now it takes a little time to put on.
Yeah, it does.
You have to know in advance
and a dex penalty, and it's a power cell. So if you use it for the 86th hour, it's just like.
I have a spare battery cell.
Oh, okay, all right. Good man. Good man.
It was tech level 11, so I was maxing things out here.
Gotcha. All right, very cool. What about you, Andrew? What does the doctor want?
Well, nobody ever answered my questions about the exchange rate.
Exchange rates are extremely localized. It's hard to determine what a tiger penis is.
These are high quality, high demand tiger peni. I mean,
but none of the affronters want to buy it, probably.
That's just because they don't know that it's a drug and an aphrodisiac, and well, heck, a marital toy in some cultures. So, I don't know. I just got access to the catalog, so I was thinking about maybe some lightweight armor, and then I'm looking at the medical supplies. So I'm going to pass for the time being.
Okay. Can do.
There was some stuff as I was reading it. That Andrew, I was thinking of your character as I was reading it, so make sure you pay close attention. There's some pages that have some stuff that you've joked about wanting augmentations. And
which ones?
There's like a page on augmentations. You can have like.
Oh, I was I think I got to that. So one was kind of a enhanced vision. I've already got that.
Yeah.
Physical augmentation.
I like.
Who doesn't want that?
There's some interesting things here. This one looks cool. A autonomous locomotion rig, which means it basically detaches your legs and transports you automatically to a place of your choosing.
So you can't get a DWI.
Yeah, it says tired, wounded, drunk, or even asleep. The ALR will force the traveler's legs to walk to a specific location.
I was kind of tempted by the crude prosthetic.
Crude prosthetic, which is like a big, like a 2x4 on the end of your arm. Or...
So you can sneak it, pack it past any place that doesn't allow weapons, and then bash the crap out of people.
I like this too. It says, and I was only kidding about the 2x4, but it says oftentimes a length of wood to make up for a lost leg or bent hook of metal to serve as a hand. They are awkwardly inefficient as replacements. Maybe you get hooks or shoehorn hands. That'd be good.
Right. Or scissors.
It would be Andrew Scissorhands. What about you, Dan? What do you got in mind?
Well, like I already mentioned about the Diplo vest, which again, I think everybody should have that. So that
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. What was it? Damage reduction on 3?
just 3.
Yeah.
So it's only 250 credits, and anytime we can't put on full armor, at least you've got something on.
Yep.
And then similar to Don, I did pick up a vac suit.
Do we all need one of those?
No, I don't think we all need one. It requires vac suit skill anyway, but it's I got a boarding vac suit. Sorry, I should be more clear. So I don't think we'd all ever suddenly try to launch over.
I also have the boarding vac suit plus 13. It's easier to get into than the ceramic powered plate. Yeah.
But it's more like you can actually go into space and board a ship.
Right,
even while
right.
they're there.
Yeah, so an armored suit hardened to the dangers of vacuum and hostile environments. The boarding vac suit was originally used to help battle pirates when life support failed during an attack.
Right. I was thinking if our hull is breached, I can wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, also that. Well, we have regular vac suits for if our hull is breached.
They do come. And they do come within an electronic suite. So at tech level 11, you have the suit has computer 1, binoculars, eye protection, Geiger counter, infrared, radio transceiver, and a scope.
It's like a Swiss Army knife of suits here.
Indeed it is. And it's the tech level 11 one's pretty cheap at 18 kilocredits. Well within everyone's budget. But it does require vac suit skill. So you'd have to get trained.
Les, I went for the tech suit 12, just to be clear.
On the boarding vac suit?
Yeah.
12 is probably fine.
You said we were at TL 13, so.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I did. 12 is fine.
It's not a big difference, but.
Well, and that adds light intensifier goggles to the suit's electronic suite. And it goes to computer 2.
I also got dispersion armor, which also wasn't too expensive.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't do anything for regular combat, but it gives you like plus 10 defense against lasers and that kind of thing. So if we're expecting lasers.
Semi-metallic polymer that wraps the traveler in advanced energy dispersion materials. Very nice. Yeah, and it would be DR2, but DR10 versus fire, lasers, or other energy types. Very nice. Now, keep in mind that you cannot wear all this at the same time.
What?
Right.
Be like Joey in that time when he put on all of Chandler's clothes.
And lunging.
So when you suspect that you're entering into an encounter, I'm going to need you guys to tell me if you're going to armor up, or if you're going to put on a suit, or if you're going to wear your Diplo, or if you're just going to go in butt ass naked.
When in doubt, I have the Diplo on, but you're right. We'll just have to tell you when we put on anything else.
Lieutenant Spoon here has not talked yet, but one thing that comes to mind, is there anything that would disrupt that the aliens that attacked us that originally tried to kill me on that first combat mission we were on, they phased in and out.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Yeah, you're talking about the weird aliens that looked, yeah, so like little floating spiders.
So
yeah, they sort of phased in and out.
Maybe Seventide might have something in mind that could either disrupt phasing, so like basically our version of a space age dimensional anchor, or maybe a multi-phasing armor that would be harder to penetrate by these suckers. Again, that's off book.
I don't know. Let me.
You see what I'm saying, boys?
Yeah. Not in the catalog. But...
Yeah, it's not in the catalog. Hold on.
I like to order off menu everywhere I go. Yeah, I know this is a seafood restaurant, but I could really go for a crunchy peanut butter
I'd
sandwich
love
right
a steak.
Yes, you can have that. It's going to be 3 months to manufacture it, and it's going to cost 5 times more.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, Seventide is he's a soldier. So I mean,
yeah, but these are things they don't make.
Well, right, yeah, I don't. He seems confused by the request, but he's like, I don't think we have anything like that.
Well, I think we confided in him on what we came up against, right? So
yeah, and he was
like, this is not only good from our people, this is good for your people, because if you come across these things, you're going to have to come up with something a little more durable if you don't kill it outright.
Yeah, I mean, he when you told him, I mean, it's hard to sort of read affrontive reactions, but you got the impression that he was indulging you politely.
He's into me, I know.
He would, well, I mean, he's just like, cross-phase creatures? Nah, we're not interested. We're interested in huge space battles, combat against Kzinti, and anytime that we can, we can take the field of honor, that kind of thing.
Colonel Seventide, I have 3 words for you. Multi-phasing tigers.
Ooh, now you've got his attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they don't have anything like that. I mean, it's possible that if you talk to the right person, there might be some sort of phase modulation device that could be created or exists that could be repurposed to do something like you're talking about. But I mean, that would take some research and being able to find the right person. It's definitely not something that Seventide has.
Find a science guy. Got it. All right.
And then the last thing I got was a personal defense laser. It's just a handgun, laser handgun. Does 3D plus 3 damage though. Unless you said we'd talk about whether that could be made into my arm or would have to be carried.
I believe it can. You could Swiss Army knife that shit.
Absolutely. Then that's what I'm doing.
Right.
What? Andrew?
Damn right.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you said. But yeah. If you wanted to have that mounted in your arm, you could do that. What you can't have it mounted is here, right? So Seventide is, I mean, there's very few humans on this, and certainly, I mean, but it's possible that Dr. Wagner could install that for you back on the gin and tonic. But Seventide doesn't have that kind of expertise, or frankly, the human appropriate medical facilities.
I'm hoping if Dr. Wagner does it, that when you wake up, he hands you a box of parts going, I didn't know what these were for, so just in case.
No, I usually just keep them and sell them.
There you go.
You don't know you're missing any parts. That's the beauty. You won't miss a thing.
See it, you see on Space Craigslist, email Andrew at ginandtonic.com for fresh spleen and pancreas.
Yeah, like human penile sale. What?
So Andrew, if you're willing to try that, I'll
absolutely. I think we can do it quite well.
There we go.
I actually graduated medical school.
Yeah. And just be clear, it's a mechanical arm. So it might be more of an engineering check than a medical type, but
I have engineering skills.
Perfect.
Isn't Tam a big engineer too? Maybe they can work on you together. Tam, aren't you an engineer?
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's electronics. Never mind.
Well, electronics might work too.
Work, yeah. All right, is
It's gonna be like the thing of Spock's brain where you have to stay awake during the operation to help out.
Just to watch my arm, he doesn't steal it.
what about Eric's not there, is he? He's putting Orange.
Eric, yeah, I see him.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I couldn't see him. His lights are off. So Eric,
Yes.
what about Coffin Doyle? So before you say anything, I just want to observe as a DM that I basically gave you the run of the catalog, if you could express it. And there's a lot of high-powered weaponry and grenades and stuff like that. And you guys are taking pistols and armor.
I really thought you were gonna take those weapons that we took on the Tiger Hunt. I thought you guys loved those things. Don and Dan, did you guys love those things?
What the captain would take.
Don, what, Matt?
I thought you would take those weapons we took on the tiger hunt at least as a supplementary for heavy armor. Like you guys kicked butt with those. I was terrible with my sniper rifle because I kept being torn apart. And
I got a rifle, and I got extra magazines, and I got a bandolier, and I got, I already had my body pistol, but I got extra magazines for that. I did buy some plastic explosives and some breaching charges and some tranq gas.
Nice.
So if you look at my list,
I'm looking at it right now. Yep, no, I see it.
So yeah, I was thinking about stuff like that. Again, me throwing grenades, I'm not going to do that very well. but setting a breaching charge and getting cover, I can do that.
Maybe I should take some smoke grenades or something to help create a retreat.
Yeah, I've got other things that they'll discover as we go on my list.
Was it? I think it was both Eric and Dan had like insane weaponry on the tiger hunt that was really powerful.
Yes, yes, they did.
I missed all the time.
Are you going to take? Are you? What was that?
I'm useless. Like you, I was useless with the gun. I missed most of my shots.
Oh, okay. What about? I guess it was Eric that was the.
Yeah, I think it's Eric. We're really hoping he's bringing the heavy machinery.
Okay. Well, he used, if I recall correctly, he used a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just that.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like a neutrino detonator and a shock whip, please.
Okay.
No, I felt like I was doing well with the simple ceramic armor and that really sweet laser rifle. I felt like I was ready to. I was ready to, as Vasquez says, rock and roll.
Nice.
Good point. I'm trying to get back to what exactly you were using, because it was a 4-shot per round. It was an automatic squad level weapon.
Yeah.
Let me find it here.
I mean, as much as I'm fond of my old manual carbine Betsy, the laser rifle reminded me of the weapons I used when I was in the Marines and we were fighting planet side.
Yep.
So,
the stagger. This weapon uses an industrial grade the weapon uses an industrial grade beam splitter to create an automatic fire effect from a single powerful laser pulse. While reducing the energy of each individual shot, it allows a supporting roll without massive amounts of energy, reducing the need for oversized power packs. Tech level 12 has a range of 305 damage, 50 round magazine, and shoots 4 shots a round. So is that the one you wanted?
Yes, sir. I felt like if I have the gear that I had on that tiger hunt, then I feel
very
secure. Action.
Okay, this is military grade, so you can get it 10 grand, 8 grand really for the bonus, and then each of the power packs cost 4 grand, so 12 grand.
Past sensors though.
Yeah, you're not getting past any sort of automated censoring.
Just keep that in mind.
Got it. Yeah. So and I might shop around a little bit more for this and that. As soon as I get this young man to bed.
Gotcha. Okay. Having a little dig there. It's all right.
In fact, that's what I'm gonna attempt now. That feat of guy to bed. Wish us luck. So all right.
Roll a 20. Add 5.
Yeah, it's never too early to start RPGing. You got to hook them like they're young. Hook them while they're young, just like cigarettes.
Yep.
So, all right, these are Daddy's friends and his entire social life. This is Mr. Les, Mr. Don, Mr. Dan, Mr. Matt, and Mr. Andrew. If you could say good night, guys.
Good night, Oren.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. All right, let's go. Bye-bye.
Hey, Captain, did you see that what I gave back for credit?
Oh, did you send an email or a chat?
No, I just in the chat window for everyone.
Okay. Well, actually, let's talk that really quick since everybody got to talk their individual stuff. So one of the things I was recommending to Les, maybe what we could do is chip in about 500,000 credits right now, which isn't enough to really do anything. It just is a down payment, basically. And then ask Spofulam for a loan of 2 million credits. That would get us a double turret with 2 medium range lasers on it. Nothing too amazing or fancy, but giving us some pretty decent firepower. And then, of course, we'll now have this loan to pay off, which means our profitability going forward goes down a little.
Yeah.
Coming with that, we would also do some upgrades to Jin, both to be able to handle the weapons, but also remember we had a problem with him losing track of a prisoner and not knowing where she went. And
who's still out there, by the way.
Not having good enough sensors to sense some things that were going on. So we're going to do those upgrades too. Are you guys okay with that? It just means a little less profitability going forward, but with the weapons, maybe we can go to more dangerous places and make more money.
Right. I'm good.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a quorum less.
All right.
So I'll call Spofulum and say, listen, dude, this thing is getting really messy. You need to loan us some money so that we can get some guns put on our ship.
Let's see. Yeah, see what he
All right.
says.
I'm sorry.
Let's see what he says.
Well, so yeah, you send that message, and it isn't too many hours later that you get a response back. I'm assuming at some point that you guys take your equipment that Seventide's selling you, transfer the credits to him, and basically a final drink. And he's like, "All right, for the shipborne stuff, this is the guy who you want to talk to. His name is Sergeius Petrovskaya. The company name in Cymbeline is Red Banner Imports Exports, and he's my guy in Cymbeline. He'll take care of you."
All right.
Awesome. We're that much deeper in the hole now. Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So you guys go back. You leave the defenestrator and actually detach, and then you guys get your gravity wells away from each other so that you guys can speed off. And the defenestrator goes in a different direction, and you guys are sort of hanging in space a little bit, moving under like about probably 1/100th of the speed of light up using your fusion reactor, just kind of
Did
like
I get to make my
tooling around.
purchase?
Yeah, you will be able to make your purchases, whatever you want to do. I know that not everybody has locked everything down. So
Yeah. Okay.
I took a catalog and their 800 number, and operators are standing by.
Right.
What I need to know, does this have free shipping?
Free shipping, yeah, it's Sky Mall. So Sky Mall in the future is pan galaxy. So it's Galaxy Mall.
Just 3D printers everywhere, just printing up your stuff and sending it to you. Nice.
Yeah, no, based on as much credit as you have, Andrew, just pick out what you want, spend it, and then let me know, and I can modify the ship's ledger appropriately.
Well,
yeah, at some point I would like everybody.
question.
Sure.
So with the full body transplant, as a doctor, can I keep my flesh and bones in the cooler while I put on the full body transplant and switch back later?
This augment is unique in as it does not add a new ability or extension. Instead, it places their mental consciousness in a completely synthetic body. Oh, constructed of synthetic organs, flesh. Oh, this is TL18. You can't get that. You can only go up to TL12.
What?
Or TL13, did we say? 13, right?
TL13 is a max.
Tech level 13. Yeah, this isn't available. He doesn't have this. Sorry, dude.
I don't want to play with you guys.
Dang it! No, anything up to tech level 13 is okay. But yeah, something like this. It also costs 1,000 mega credits.
Mega credits? Oh,
do you know how much tiger penises sell for?
Not mega credits. You guys only have your total net worth right now, I think, is 2.66 mega credits.
Yeah.
Oh, until you figure in the tiger penises.
We haven't factored those in. But that's all. The exchange rates are going to vary widely from
my next
system
password.
to system.
Well, don't worry, I know where to sell them.
But at least I know that this is what you want. So at some point when you guys, down the road, when you guys get this, you're going to have to go to Terra, which is a tech level 18 planet system, and get one of these for yourself. It's totally within the law, and I think you should. But you're going to need essentially
you need to go to the right place.
1,000 million.
Next password is going to be Tiger Penis 1.
You wait, you laugh now, but
He's cooking them off. But yeah, just go ahead when you get a moment, go through the catalog, buy what you want to buy. If you have any questions, let me know. And then
Okay.
at some point, I would like everybody to send me well, I'll give you an example. Don sent me an Excel spreadsheet that had all the costs and all the totals and all of the things that he had. So if I could get something like that from everybody, what I can do is I can
Thanks
factor
for
that
setting
in.
the bar so high.
Yeah, whatever, nerd.
When you guys started playing this, you knew that we were going to be using Excel. Now, I assumed that all of you were proficient in
We
Microsoft
do
Office.
not all work in search.
Well,
You did.
know, for the proletariat.
Yeah.
That's for the proletariat. You can offer them Google Sheets.
Yes, you can use Google Sheets.
Google Sheets would be okay, I guess. I always assume that everybody in the 25th century is familiar with Office and related software.
Their AI is anyway.
I'm a doctor. I know about orifice.
Office, not orifice.
I
All
got
right.
Orifice.
So you guys sort of take your leave of Seventide. Quite a sad state. You can see that Seventide is he's cheerful, but it's obvious that he wishes you could stay a little longer. In fact, he actually says, "Why don't you stay a little longer and come with us? We're going to go hunting Kazinti in the northern part of the parsec. Would you like to join us and come along and perhaps join one of our boarding parties as we go against them? What do you say?"
Yeah. Oh, we got other stuff we got to get to.
Well, I don't know. I've always fancied one of those phony full body transplants.
You're like, is the pay good? I need 1 million credits, or 1,000 million credits. Well, he says well, if you insist on leaving, I guess that's okay. But you've made a deal with me. He says, he's like, every time that we are in the same parsec, you are coming to visit me, and we will hunt tigers again. I've already got my cloners working on getting a few more, and I've told them that I want them to throw in a little bit more ferocity in these tigers because those ones that we fought didn't seem all that interested. So next time, I think we'll have even more fun than we had this time.
Sounds good. I can hardly wait.
Good
Good day to you, human friends.
Good day.
Good day. Good day. Good day. Oh, Les, I will send you an Excel sheet. I actually had no proficiency in Excel at all, and then I got my second vaccine shot.
Oh, yeah,
Now-
good.
And now I'm
That
an
chip's
expert
starting
in
to work.
Here in X3, the 5G.
Excel.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
I've always said that the closest thing to being a wizard in this world is being really good at Excel.
Yep. And you do that VLOOKUP for the first time, you get a chubby.
Oh man, yeah. That my first VLOOKUP, it was like a whole world opened up to me. It was like graduating from Hogwarts. All right. So you guys leave. You're out in space. You have those a coordinate key to give you. Jin is like, "Welcome back aboard, gentlemen. Everything seems to be optimal. There were no particular incidences, and I have been on the lookout for any sort of anomalies within the jump space field in our region, and I have not detected any during your period in amongst the Affront. I trust that everything went well."
Very well.
Very well,
Got a
thank
few
you.
steps to follow up on here.
Excellent. What steps would that be? Was there anything that I can do?
Well,
How
let me
can
talk
I-
to the crew first. Crew, are we thinking of getting the ship augmentations first, or are we thinking of going to check out this Ursae ship first?
I feel like the Ursae ship is probably more pressing.
Well, it's in this volume. It's in this parsec. It's actually not too far away. You can steam over there.
Yeah.
Cymbeline is where auras is sometimes referred to, at least on the charts, referred to as, I don't have it here. I have to check my Excel spreadsheet. Hold on a second.
We don't know what happened here, but I have the sneaking suspicion that a phasing alien could do the kind of damage that we're finding this disabled ship at.
It's possible. So Cymbeline is up here. It's about it's jump 3 from where you guys are, which is well within your capabilities, but you would have to make the jump. Cymbeline is its name locally. According to the star charts in Jin's library, it's also referred to as L399.
Can you tell Jen to look at the star charts and let me know my my horoscope for the week.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we paid for that upgrade yet.
We
Oh, no, horoscope
Mhm.
comes with the basic package.
Oh, well, but not good horoscopes.
as well
Jin-
as
Jin is Dr. Wagner. I apologize. I don't know your son's sign.
oh,
Hey, Dr. Wagner, there's cardio trigger detonators. Anytime our heart stops, we just explode. I think that's right up your alley, right?
yes, it is.
There's some cool
That's
stuff.
right up
in
my.
If I can't win this game, nobody can.
there.
When's your
I like
birthday, Dr.
Scorched
Wagner?
Earth.
Scorched earth.
Pardon?
When's your birthday, Dr. Wagner?
Dr. Wagner is not sure of his birthday.
That's gonna make horoscoping difficult.
Well, if you're really competent, you should be able to tell me.
I would have to read your genetic code, sir.
Well, feel free. I feel like we know each other well enough.
Just lay down on the auto doctor. You'll be out for 6 to 9 hours.
Oh, sounds good.
69 hours.
All right, so yeah, so the ship, the derelict Ursae ship, is in this volume, the orange, which is highlighted here by orange. Cymbeline is a week away. L399 is a week away.
So yeah, let's check out the ship.
Okay, so it's going to take you. It's going to take you the better part of a day to sort of steam out there. Fusion drives are not nearly. I mean, it's not like. I mean, when you use jump drive, you sort of fold space, and that eats up territory pretty quickly. But fusion drives, you're sort of at the mercy of the speed of light, and the best you can really sort of gun up to is probably 2 to 3/10 of the speed of light. It's not fast. I mean, that's really fast, but it's not spaceship fast. So it's going to take you probably 20 hours to get out of this out to where the coordinates indicate where you are. Is there anything that you guys want to do during that period?
Install the security bonus that I had purchased for Jin.
Okay, so you're going to go down there, and what exactly does that security bonus do? I have to look at it.
It's plus 14 against hacking.
Plus 14 against hacking. Nice.
I
Okay.
have to go put a screaming parrot to bed.
But it comes in a 5 1/4 inch disc, so
Just like Word Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would take the bulk of that for you to install this, but yeah, no problem. What about you, Coffin? What are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna be let's see, napping, playing chess against Jen, drinking.
Okay.
Actually,
Napping's probably in order because hanging out with the fronters tends to be a labor-intensive kind of activity. If I recall correctly from last time, Seventide actually gave Doyle something resembling a hug and nearly broke his ribs.
right.
Affronters are strong. All right, so you're just going to be chilling. What about you, Captain Black? What are you doing during that 20 hours?
I'm gonna take out my new laser gun and do some target practice.
All right.
Me too.
On the
actually.
ship?
Well, yes, but in a safe way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when I shoot off a pistol in the basement. I try to make sure I do it in a safe way.
Exactly.
Are you gonna go down like to the car?
Shoot outside if it makes you feel better.
Are you gonna go down like to the cargo hold and because there's cargo down there? You could zap a few crates, I guess. All right. So
Yeah, step
everybody's
outside
like
the ship while we're traveling at
every,
1/10 light speed.
everybody's sort of in the crew lounge when you're down in the cargo hold, and they're like, "Where's Captain Black? He's down in the hold shooting things." I know. I don't know what's wrong with him. All right. What about you, Matt? What is Weber Jix going to be doing during the 20 hours of downtime that it takes to you guys to get out there?
Well, he's gonna be finishing shopping in the catalog. And of course, he of course ordered a personal servant robot to help press his suits.
Perfect.
There is an auto laundry upgrade you can buy.
Well, not one that'll talk back to you and say, "Kind."
Yes, there is one.
There is one. And you can get an auto bartender that makes weird exotic drinks for you.
There are modules where you can put a personality in basically anything.
Les, I think this is, I'm a diplomat and smuggler / trader by profession, so I'm going to spend as much time as possible learning about the Ursae to get a little bit better feeling for my enemy.
Okay. So I tell you what, I will. You can just sort of do ship's library stuff in general, and I will provide that information to you at some future point.
Great.
As you school up.
I do have a drone watching the captain go crazy down in the hold there. Like, hey guys, come over here.
You hear him, he's down there. He's like shooting the crates and stuff like that, and you're like, I think Captain Black's gone.
Yeah. Al, open the pod bay door.
I can't do that, Captain.
It brings up a question. I noticed in the catalog there was a reference at some point to being able to learn new skills post retirement. Like you can actually learn a skill.
So yes, it is possible to learn no skill. So so as you can imagine, there are now, I think, 5 editions of Traveler, and we are playing the earliest and the crappiest version of Traveler. So
as God intended.
As God intended. So yeah, so there are ways, and I'm going to look into that. Typically what it is, I mean, the easiest function is you essentially go back to school and you pay X number of credits, you take a week or 2, and you essentially then get a skill. So that's in large part how that works.
Like Trump University?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but a real one.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except your skills don't include not understanding and therefore denying science.
Yeah, I think if you're rigidity and stick to original material, they call you a fundamentalist. We're Traveler fundamentalists.
That's true. But yeah, so I'll get back to you guys with rules on that. But yeah, there are ways to train up that we will include in our thing too.
Can we assist you in any way in making up the rules?
I'll leave that to me for right now, I think.
To a man, I think we'd be happy to do that.
If you guys have some suggestions for cool rules, let me know. I'm always open to that. But generally speaking, I'll see what we can do. But yeah, no, we'll at some point we will factor that in, and it'll essentially be going to school. There might be other.
The sign of a real leader is the ability to delegate. Yeah,
it's true, and I hope somebody shows up and starts leading around here.
First on Andrew's list is to make Jin tech level 18.
Exactly. Because with the new skill acquisition, just a few nights a week for the extended campus, Jin could be tech level 18.
Here at the Space DeVry learning annex.
And could learn arbitrage as a minor and get that suit down to a few mega credits.
There you go.
Would you like to learn about airframe repair, or what do they call it?
Become a paramedic or a paralegal,
or a
paraplegic,
or an HVAC technician. All right, so Weber, you're just chilling with your robot. Dr. Wagner, what are you doing? There's about 20 hours it's going to take you guys to steam out there. Do you do anything specific, or are you just resting, or?
I'm checking the couch cushions. I think I found some coins.
All right, to try and get up to that 1,000 mega credits.
Yep.
I found some free passes to some of the seedier bars.
Perfect.
And so, yeah, if I can find 1,000 mega credits,
just laying around.
Yeah.
Who had the cryo rifle on that Tiger?
Although I am photographing and posting the Tiger peni on Nextdoor,
Space Craigslist,
Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace.
Craigslist.
Too bad the communication sucks so bad up here.
Well, while you guys are in transit, you do get an incoming message from Wen Yamasaki, your contact at Spofulum, and she comes on the video. It's video and audio, and she basically says, "Look, I was wondering when you guys were going to call in. I was starting to worry after you left Greenport. We sort of lost track of you a little bit, although we did get notification from our contacts at Ember that you were there." and she basically says, we can get that consignment. She's using language. She's referring to the yeah, exactly. You know, the mega credits that you asked for. Sorry, I couldn't think of a good code for that. But yeah, basically she says in loose language that yeah, the request is approved. We'll discuss terms at some future point when we're back together. And then she says, send me where you guys are going to be, and I'll make sure that the package gets there.
Okay.
Transmission out. Also, please. Oh, and then she's, there's like a postscript that says, also, please send us a report on your latest doings, and if you found anything interesting, we'd love to know.
Sure thing,
Sure
corporate
still
Stooge.
working.
They don't want to know about the Tiger P9.
And also, is Dr. Wagner posting on Space Craigslist again?
Yeah.
All right. So let's head to that bear ship.
Disposable plasma launcher. How do I not need that?
What did you say? Whatever, Space Stooge?
I said whatever, corporate space Stooge. They were taken from Steve Zissou, The Life Aquatic there. Remember, you don't see that kind of loyalty in a corporate Stooge that often.
You just spent a bunch of her money, so don't
Yeah.
trash her too much.
So I'm piloting towards the derelict ship that we were told about.
Okay. All right, yeah. So ultimately, you get into sensor range. You're still about half an astronomical unit out, so pretty far away. But yeah, it's coming up on screen. Jin gives you a notification that we're approaching it. We're still, like I said, about half an astronomical unit away, which is essentially. I'll have it for you in a minute. I can never remember exactly how long an astronomical unit is. It's about 150 million kilometers. So you guys are about 75 million kilometers out, which gives, which is when you can do some long range sensor work that Jin can do with the sensors that you have on the ship. And yeah, he's like, it's there. It's essentially sitting in space. It is moving in a particular direction. The direction is, and he just points. It's moving in that direction. But basically, it looks like that the kinetic, the movement that it has is basically the result of being hit by multiple weapons coming from the opposite direction. So the defenestrator's guns basically pushed it in a direction. It's not moving very fast. Certainly, right. It's moving very slowly. But yeah, that's what did it.
Okay. So we want to move in close enough to send a boarding party. Who wants to volunteer to be in the boarding party?
Oh, I think, yeah. I mean, if Jen can watch a ship, I think we're a small enough crew. We probably can send
a boarding vac suit.
Yeah. I think we can send the gang.
Tam and Black will wear their brand new boarding vac suits. You guys can do that.
Or we could send like have a rescue party ready to go in case the first party gets into trouble. But I think given time to transfer over, it'd probably be better to transfer together as long as Jin can protect the ship without us.
Depends. You want to take, well, I mean, Jin's like, there's as I look at this ship, there's nowhere to dock on it.
Right.
It's a Hulk. But if you wanted to take the shuttle, that might be easier. Just the same way as you guys did when you guys went into Palmer's house.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't. Yeah. Go ahead.
Will the shuttle be able to dock with it?
No, it'll have to float off. I mean, you can get closer, a lot closer with the shuttle, though.
Right. Oh, okay. So we get closer, then then you jump out and. With my boarding vac suit on.
Yep. All right. So
you guys are all carrying your fob, right?
Oh yes.
That's the friend or foe.
Somebody plans on shooting something.
Yeah,
so you guys do approach, and Jin does inform you that his as you guys get closer, his ability to sensor to sensor arrays on the ship. It's not very big. It's just basically a chunk. There's a fair amount of debris in this field. You get it on screen and you look at it, and it's essentially, the biggest piece that's contiguous is probably maybe 100 feet by 50 feet. Or maybe a little bigger than that, but it's not big. These guys roasted this ship. It's broken into pieces. The debris field is significant. So yeah, you're gonna have to probably just float over there. You should be fine. There are some big pieces that are obviously just ripped off pieces of hull and stuff like that. It's a wreck. But Jin is in sensor range if you want him to scan it or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he already had scanned it, but yes.
Well, he scanned it. Is there anything particular you were looking for?
I think we want to know A, what happened to the ship. B, is there any useful information that's relevant to our mission?
Well, the ship seems to indicate that it has been hit by multiple meson guns, and there does seem to be a fair amount of missile damage as well. It essentially, he's like no obvious life signs. There does seem to be several low-level power sources inside the ship. I'm not sure what those are, but they are they're quite small. They could be drones. Or some sort of defense system, maybe.
Well, let me ask this: what does Jen have a memory of how those aliens showed up, or they didn't show up at all, right?
Jin will say that. Well, since the incident that the captain was so
livid about,
rude about, yeah. But since that incident, I have run over the recordings of that, and I have imprinted those particular types of readings into my sensor array. And Jin says, I do detect an anomaly inside the ship that does seem to, not exactly, but does seem to be similar to the sort of jump space signature energies that occurred when the creature entered the gin and tonic at Greenport Station.
So boys,
it is a little different though. It's not exactly the same.
But yeah, but
it's not necessarily there now. It just was.
Yeah,
it's there. No, he's detecting it currently.
I think it's our best chance to get more intel on our long-term mission for Palmer. So let's I think it's worth the risk.
Yep.
Check it out.
Agreed.
Okay.
Me and my undetermined amount of armament are going to get ready to go.
All right. So just so you know, Matt, that your typical body pistol, which uses a chemical propellant, that is unlikely to function properly in vacuum. And what Jin will tell you guys is that most of this ship, although not all of it, seems to be open to vacuum.
Well, the question is, I believe I traded my body pistol in for Flechette. Is that the same thing?
Now that one will work in vacuum, essentially compressed air. Now you have to be careful that it will there are some physics laws that pertain here, so you might shoot yourself backwards because it's a compressed air gun.
Right. Push yourself against the bulkhead before.
And you know that like guys who work on orbitals and people who work in 0G will often use compressed air to sort of maneuver around.
Okay.
So in emergency, you might be able to propel yourself in this direction or that.
I saw The Martian. I'm all caught up on astrophysics.
There you go.
You think so?
Yeah. 2 hours of Matt Damon. I'm set.
It tells you everything you'll ever need to know.
Yeah.
What did he say? I'm the greatest botanist on Mars.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, hold on. Let me do your so some of you are just wearing regular old Vax.
Yep.
My Sunday best vac.
I gotcha.
It's the
I'm
one
just
without the blood
wearing the
stains.
boarding vac suit rather than the ceramic plate.
So you're wearing the boarding vac suit.
Yeah.
That's Ham and Black are both wearing boarding vac suits.
Okay, cool. And the rest of you just have regular old ship-based vac suits.
Vac
without
suits,
any-
yep.
They're good vac suits. They're not old.
The patches have held so far, so that's good.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of duct tape and shit on them.
I'm wearing the one without blood stains. I resent saying it's the ordinary everyday. This is my special one.
Okay, I'm just giving you all like light here. Hold on a second. All right. All right, let's see if this actually works. So you guys get in the slice and you power
Change
forward,
locations.
get over
Here we
here.
are.
Oh, cool. And you get over and you power over to this thing. You can hear the tick, 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 tick of debris off of the sides of the slice of lime, but it doesn't cause any damage. So let's see if this works. And of course it does not. Hold on a second.
Ooh, if you wanted us to have a black screen, it worked really well.
Well, yeah, that's true. So hold on. It's on. Let me do this. That didn't work either. All right, hold on.
I can't see nothing.
I can't see nothing. There we go.
It's
Yep.
beautiful.
All right, so you guys come up on what would be considered like the galactic northerly side of the ship, and you can see that some of these spaces are exposed to vacuum. This would be the parts that you're seeing now would have otherwise been in the ship, but are now outside the ship. So there is a lot of scorch marks here. Captain Black, you know that Mise-en guns are just absolutely brutal, and the ones that you know the defenestrator packs are designed for flat out ship to ship combat, and then frankly this little vessel is not a warship and did not have much of a chance, but it's definitely a bear. It's definitely a bear vessel. It gives all the highlights of that.
Definitely a bear.
Definitely a bear. All right, so you guys
All
are
right,
sort of
Dan,
floating around.
Yeah, Tam, one of us should probably go first because of armor and also because we have the extra scopes and vision capabilities to look for the tripwires.
Okay.
Those are-
If I
that's
go
not very
first,
green.
I'm less likely to hit you guys. So.
That sounds good.
That's the spirit.
Coffin, you want to go in behind him for some good firepower, and I'll bring up the rear.
Just like you to blow
Okay.
your brains out.
All right.
Come this way.
Coming. Hold on. Sorry.
So yeah, and
Where am I?
Wagner and Weber, you can kind of tuck in behind those guys.
So wait. I go here?
That's good.
Maybe stay behind Tam. Let him stay ahead of you because
Gotcha.
he's got to look for tripwires on explosive devices.
Copy that.
All right, you guys approach. You can see that there are what look to be some internal pressure doors. This one looks like it's been blown out and leads to the other side of the ship. This one seems to be still intact.
Okay.
Can we see if feels like there's vacuum on the other side of it, or if it's like maybe still something breathable on the other side?
It's possible to check that, yeah.
Let's do that. I don't know. Do we need to have a skill check here?
Electronics, probably. You probably brought some sort of detection device with you.
Boys,
or-
who's our electronics guy? Is that Eric? Or is that...
I've got some skills in electronics.
All right.
I'm a 3 in electronics.
I am.
That's pretty good.
Three is good, yeah.
I have no electronic skill.
I only have a 1. I got an
All right.
engineering.
Come on up and check out this door here. I'm just gonna
Okay.
step over here to look around here.
All right. Which of me?
Yes.
Who's got the 3?
Me.
Okay, yeah,
Correct.
Andrew, you come up here to this door.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I roll. Roll.
2 dice 6 plus 3.
2 dice
Yeah.
6 plus 3.
Well, but I get a bonus. I get to roll a D20 plus.
Hey,
3.
where's my other?
Oops. Where'd you go there, Matt?
Six.
thought
Went
I
into the wall.
That's
I-
one die six.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. Should I be?
Oh, I get to roll 2?
Yep.
Go right
Two
about
die
here.
six plus 3.
Okay, so I already rolled the 1, so I'll roll uno mas. 9.
So 9 altogether.
So a 9. Okay, so yeah, you take a look at that, and you're looking around, and finally you wipe up. There's a readout on the side. You pull that down, and you attach a few things like Corporal Hicks, and take a look at stuff. And it does look like that there is, well, not so much pressure because it's the gravitic plates are out, but there does seem to be atmosphere on the other side, although albeit you suspect that there isn't enough atmosphere to support life.
Was Les breaking up for everybody or just me?
I'm sorry.
You seem like you're breaking up. I was wondering if it
Oh.
was just me.
Sorry, did you guys
Sounded
get all
fine
that?
to me, actually.
Okay, might be my headset's dying.
Okay. Now there's no. Once we open this door, whatever atmosphere is in there is going to be gone because there's no, pressure chambers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
most
it's
likely
it's
along
Dr.
that-
Wagner's opinion that there is some residual atmosphere in there, some gas, but not enough to support any sort of life. Certainly not Ursae's.
Let's breach this sucker then.
Captain, you want to go in the door or you want to continue over here?
Let's go in the door. It's more likely to have better evidence there than the places that have been bombed to heck. Doc,
Okay.
you want to back up a little bit while Tam opens the door?
Sure I do. I'll just go stand at the Starbucks.
The space bucks. So Tam, you're going to use engineering to try and crank that thing.
Yeah.
It is a metal bulkhead door with a pressure differential on the back, so it's not something that you could just force. You have to tweak it.
Can we do assists in this game?
Sure, if you got the same skill.
I do. I have engineering 2.
All right. Go ahead and see if you give it an assist.
Well, maybe I should just try on my own. Here, I'll just roll.
Rolled a 4 and a 1.
13. Okay, so it ends up being Tam assisting the captain. So captain, you're just like, you swat Tam's hand away. Give me that. Start fiddling
It's
with
this
the
button. I was about
Right
to do
here.
that.
Just press the button.
thing. Here it is, the one that says open. And so
Or
yeah,
like
so
push and pull.
there's a
He's
couple of-
pushing, it's like the
there's a
pull
couple
door.
of sparks, and the door slides open, and with a like a poof of gas that comes out, so you can see it begin like
Excuse me.
as the gas comes out, it's sort of ice. It's not even really gas, it's more like ice crystals come flying out.
Yep.
And
Ah.
you see floating in space the bodies of 4 Ursae. They're kitted out in their traditional armor and battle armor and garb like that. And they have their ceremonial weapons with them, but all of them do not, they are not wearing suits.
And they will soon be missing penises.
Oh,
Oh man.
Hey, if that's your thing, you go right
I'm
ahead.
doing it. I thought you'd be coming
It's
back.
your thing.
Bare penises aren't worth anything. What is the matter with you?
Ewok pelts and then tiger penises, modified space tiger penises.
Got it.
That's
Well,
the
Ursae
mark.
penises are just, they use them for garden mulch.
Hey, Tim, make sure you're scanning in there.
Okay, I'm gonna scan around and see if I can notice anything.
While he's doing that,
typing.
I'm gonna.
Ursae penises aren't worth anything. Got it. Okay.
Somebody's gonna come back on Twitter and say, "How could you be so insensitive to Ursae's? It's part of their biological nature that they have small penises." All right. I'm just gonna ping.
I never said they were small.
I'm gonna ping Jin and just say, "How close are we to the anomaly you felt or sensed?"
He's like, I can detect you amidships. I'm getting clear signals from you. There does seem to be some anomalous readings down in the southeast of the ship, in the enclosed area, but that's where the jump space like readings are coming from.
Okay, thank you. please.
There's no. Is there a
Defend
door down
yourself.
here, Les?
Yeah, there's a pressure door here, and another one here.
I didn't see the pings.
I'm not seeing your pings.
Oh, that's because I'm on the
Are you
wrong.
on the wrong?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
And here.
Okay.
Hey,
They
Doc,
come
can you-
back up and
Oops, sorry.
If while they're looking for, while they're doing after they've cleared the room, I'm gonna just identify each of the Ursae, do like a face scan or whatever.
Okay.
With my neural net or whatever, to make sure that the bad guy we're looking for, what's his name? Not
Call him frog face.
Kick Bandiers.
yeah. This is not Kick Van Deers, doesn't seem to be amongst this group or anybody else I recognize.
So you check that against existing library data, and no, I mean, none of these. I mean, Ursae are kind of sometimes hard, but certainly it's hard to sort of sort out. But certainly the computer's capable of doing it, and none of these seem to be Kick Bandiers. In fact,
Okay.
these do not seem to be any of the Ursae that you've previously met. Now they are in what you would consider to be sort of battle armor, and they have their those weird sort of obsidian stone swords, those like cricket bats with the stones in them on them in their ceremonial garb, but none of them have suits or even helmets on. So whatever happened to these guys, it doesn't look like they might have flash decompressed. It would take Dr. Wagner would have to perform an autopsy to know for sure. But it's certain. I mean, you can tell by. I mean, even a quick inspection will see the the exploded capillaries in the eye sclera, and the blue the blue tinged skin if you look below the fur. These guys died of decompression of some sort, or lock of atmosphere, lack of atmosphere.
That's
Maybe
what I
you
was
just
gonna
watch-
ask. Thank you.
Anybody who's watched The Expanse has seen this about 100 times. So
Yep.
yep,
I love that show.
I did too.
This last season with what's his name on the Earth was just hilarious.
I haven't seen the last season.
Oh
I gotta check it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
We won't say any more for less.
I can't get past the first season.
You're
All
missing
right,
out.
Coffin, you want to back up Tam as he goes through that door?
Coffin.
Yes. Coming
Can you
up.
back
Sorry, I was shopping. Here.
Put away Amazon.
All right. Sorry. Actually, I'm stocking up on things to kill people with.
Nice.
Perfect.
We approve.
Always sensible.
Open the door.
All right. Let's see. Sure.
All right.
I rolled
So
a 9.
Tam, that 9
roll.
should be sufficient. Hold on. It takes you a second, but you do get it open. And again, the
Ooh.
ice crystals come back out. These guys look a little different. They have suits on, pressure suits. Now, you can see that at least the face mask on one of these pressure suits is got a hole in it that looks like a laser hole in the face mask.
Okay.
So the other one seems to be intact. The farthest one seems to be intact.
But he's still dead.
He's not moving. He's floating above. He's floating in the zero graph. Yeah, he's not
Well,
moving.
let's check him out.
Check vital signs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we have the doc check him out?
good.
Just let us know if any obvious way you can tell how he died.
I push him out less.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of push him out here and have the doc, ask the
Just kind
doc
of
to check on him.
Kind of float him out back here.
Yeah.
Floop, floop, floop.
I'm tired of you guys mistaking me for Quincy.
Damn, Sam. Check out his chest cavity.
Damn, Sam. Is that what you said? Damn, Sam.
Yeah. Well, remember he's like, Sam. Sam was his assistant, right? Sam Nakamura.
Right.
Or whatever. Like, he's always like, look in his chest cavity, and Sam would come like, this solves everything.
There's a big hole. That must
Yeah,
be the
there's a-
cause of death.
Hey, Doc, is he alive?
Music.
No.
He's definitely not alive. So as you would actually go ahead, and there are several readouts on the suit. It's out of battery power, and it's pretty quickly you're able to determine that it is out of atmosphere. but the suit itself seems to be intact, and you could install you attach a quick readout to it just to make sure. This looks like this guy survived up until, I mean, it looks like he died of that. His oxygen in his suit ran out.
Well, just out of curiosity,
He died horribly.
yes, but it just don't we have the ability to bring people back who just died of oxygen deprivation or no?
No.
I thought like it's like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I was thinking like cryogenic freezing. I mean,
Well, sure, if you had
If you freeze them before they're actually dead.
yeah, you got to kind of catch them right at the.
little bird's eye flash freeze.
I
Okay.
think I have some ice cubes in my rum and Coke.
Just put him on his neck. It'll
Is there a door here?
There is. You can try that one.
I'm going to try that one.
Okay.
13.
No problem. You've got the hang of this now. Whew, it opens back up into open space. Another portion of the ship that has been erased by meson guns.
And there's a door here, right?
Yep. There are some fairly substantive ice crystals in here, but yeah, that second guy, you don't know who shot the first guy, but the second guy died after his suit ran out of oxygen, of resources.
buddy.
I think the second guy shot the first guy.
It could be. He has a laser on him. He has a laser pistol on him, but it's an Ursae pistol, one of those.
Might have put him out of his misery.
It's possible. He shot him right through the faceplate. You guys know explosive decompression like that, it would have been quick.
Yeah.
If there's one thing to say about dying via explosive decompression in deep space, it does not take very long. Now, it's painful.
Always looking on the bright side.
Because what do they say? If you hold your breath, you don't pass out from pressure differential for about 20 to 30 seconds. But that's not what gets you in space. The problem is if you're close to any sort of star, the radiant heat from the star will essentially cook you on the side facing the star.
And you freeze on the other side.
And you freeze on the other side.
So you basically turn it off. Basically, it turned into a space hot pocket, is what you're saying.
Exactly. I mean, it's a
on one
real
side, freezing on the other side.
It's a real contest to see what kills you in unexposed vacuum. But yeah, as you step out there, you can see, and some ice crystals sort of follow you. But yeah,
hey,
these
Captain,
guys,
I'm going to go south and open this door.
All right, take Coffin with you.
Coffin.
Weber and Doc, you want to start to follow him down there? I'll bring up the rear.
Coffin this way. There you go.
It looks like these half dozen or so Ursae, probably the first group died when the ship was hit and explosive decompression got them. They weren't in suits. The other two were in suits, and they may have lived. Well, at least one of them lived long enough for his suit to run out of air. So a while. I mean, you don't know how much air Ursae suits have, but your suits hold, I think, 36 hours? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Obviously, I don't know what transpired here, but it tells me that he potentially had enough time to get out if there was any way for him to get a distress signal out, he got it out. So we should be on the lookout for a rescue party to show up here.
Yeah, but a suit-based distress call? I mean, those radios are not going to be very powerful.
No, and the ship's been here several days.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were on the Defenestrator several days, and they had shot it up about a week before. So the ship's been here probably approaching 2 weeks.
So 9 for this door.
Okay. It opens. And it's also empty. However, Jin informs you. Jin is sort of passively watching you guys over the things, and you wouldn't be able to hear it in your suit. But Jin comes up over the suits, and then he comes over to everybody and says, "I'm detecting sonic reverberations coming from the vicinity of this in front of you." Jin is watching and recording through all your headset cameras. So he's like, "I'm detecting sonic vibrations." Now you're in it's coming from the metal. The vacuum cannot make sound, but the metal is vibrating rhythmically, like it's being hit by something on the other side, but in a rhythmic manner.
Dance?
Each strike occurs. There's a strike every 5.6 seconds.
Guys, I believe this could be a pressure chamber because if we close these doors before opening this one, any atmosphere in this room won't be lost completely.
Is that what you
Tell
want to
you,
do?
like, are you saying this is a fallback position if we need it?
I want 4. There can only be 4 of us in here. There's only a room for 4 of us in here. But yeah, I'd like to close this door before opening this one.
Yeah, to answer your question, Coffin, your stagger laser is fully capable of operation under in vacuum.
You're fully armed and
Just try not to
operational laser rifle.
Just don't put one through your foot because that could be problematic from a vac suit standpoint.
All right. Come on in, Coffin, and let's close that door behind.
So, Tam, you actually, if you put your hand on, well, you can't really feel it through the suit, but
Yeah.
but yeah, but yeah, Jin says basically like every 5.6 seconds, something is physically hitting that door on the other side.
We are closing this door.
Okay. What about Dr. Wagner and Weber Jix?
Yeah, why are you leaving us here with all these dead
Well, we
bears?
told you
guys,
to
come
out,
over here.
but neither one of you moved, so
on.
we moved on without you.
Nope, too late. Door's closed. They can't get in.
Well, they can move to this area at least.
Where am I going? Here?
Said, you guys go into the room, I'll take up the rear, but you guys just stay.
You coming, Doc?
He's
Yeah,
not coming down
sure.
out of spite.
I was just, I was enjoying a little leg of bear.
Oh, God.
We know what you were doing.
Hey.
For Ursae, now penises.
Okay.
Nice.
Again, be ready. We'll communicate with you with the radio, but close this door now.
And this door is I believe closed.
This one is okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a line there so you can see that it is closed. But yeah, it is sealed up. And if you do you want to do a quick do a quick pressure check to see if this room will hold atmosphere?
Sure.
Okay. Give me an engineering or electronics.
I have electronics.
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure. I mean, you don't know. This thing is so. I mean, the ship is badly damaged. Captain Black seems a bit more confident that it. He seems a bit more confident that it should hold. Captain Black
Thanks,
is also.
Captain.
Captain Black is also wondering where he got his ship's engineer from. But you're not ship's engineer. You're a pilot.
I've got one more skill than him.
I got one more skill.
I just suck at rolling.
Apparently, he went to Space DeVry and bulked up.
Trump University.
He went to Trump University, Galacto Trump University. All right, so you think that
Captain, open the door.
it will hold.
We think it'll hold.
We think it'll hold.
Okay. Well,
No, Captain, you open the door.
all right, there's the open the door.
Oh shit!
How far back do I need to stand to be
There's it
safe?
open.
Well, so you and Weber are behind. See that yellow line?
Yes.
That's a closed pressure door. So you guys are sort of standing out here in outer space, and these guys sealed this door behind them, then pressure tested to see if it would hold atmosphere, and then opened the door that something was pounding on.
I'm just wondering how far I need to be away to avoid any explosion or shrapnel.
That's a good point.
Well,
I
the
don't
door's
know.
closed, so you're good. Unless it's a big explosion, in which case we're all dead.
Well, what you can do is you can put another player character between you and the Panera.
You've got
Yeah.
you not only have a closed door, you've got 3 bodies to absorb all the shock before it hits you.
I was just moving behind.
Yeah.
Dr.
So if
Black's
it's a jumbo space claymore, it probably just killed the 3 in the room. You'll just hear this like tinkle 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 sound. All right, you guys open the door.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, what's this?
All right.
It's a
As
hole
you
in-
guys, the door swings back and you see something go, whoop. It's floating, and you guys, and it's kind of like you see it's a floating thing about the size of a about the size of a third of a person, and it looks like this.
Is that an Amazon drone?
Whoa.
It's definitely a drone.
It's a drone.
And it, when you guys open it up, it backs off. You think that it was bashing into the thing every
Right.
5 seconds because it couldn't get out. Now you've let it out, and it says thanks. it was a long time. No, it actually, you see the sensor array sort of just go, and then you see, give me an electronics check.
I don't have that.
Who? Me? Can I do it?
Anybody that can see the drone, give me an
Doctor and I can't see anything.
electronics or engineering, whatever you got.
Let's see. Electron.
That's my electronics.
Okay.
Rolling good.
I'll try an engineering, but we know how I'm rolling.
I'm just curious to see what happens if you fall, if
Well, your own
Trump
face mask
University
off.
cancels your diploma.
Yeah,
That's respectable. All right. Both of you come to the same conclusion moments after seeing this, and you see in it sort of like, one, it has just scanned you guys, and two, it has just armed itself.
good.
Do we also think we can kill it?
Well, I don't know. It backs up because it looks like it's going to start shooting something.
Yeah, well, I'm going to shoot it first. Coffin, you want to take a shot too?
All right.
Yep.
Let's roll for a niche.
Okay. Whew.
What, do we
Initiative.
roll for a niche in this game? I always forget.
It is 2d6 plus your dex bonus.
Okay.
Choose my second one, which is A.
-4, really?
Yeah, I know.
You should have gone through the catalog for some physical augmentation.
I will.
Like speed thing or something.
If my dex is 10, my bonus is 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha. So 2d6 plus 2. Gotcha.
Oh.
I'm slow. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
All right,
Pokey.
Really? Damn it. That's
Seven,
terrible.
that's-
That's
So-
horrible.
What's up, Ed?
So I'm -4, but I'm not that far behind you guys.
You are behind us.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh yeah, way to go, donkey space lawyer.
All right, what did
Coffin didn't get in the tracker.
Okay, Coffin, you got rolled 7.
Yes.
All right, what about the rest of you guys? Now you're still back there, and you guys are using comms, so you kind of are aware of what's going on.
We're under attack.
Jack, is this room pressurized that we just opened into, Les?
It does have some atmosphere, but again, the gravitic plates are out, so there doesn't seem to be any real power. So it's but there does seem to be some semblance of atmosphere in here, and it is being retained. However, if Weber or Dr. Wagner open that door, it's going to vent the room
Yeah,
because they're in hard vacuum out there.
they're in hard vac, right?
Okay.
All right.
So Wagner and Weber, give me your initiatives as well.
Okay. I lack initiative.
I think Weber's taking a nap, so he misses his
Sorry.
initiative.
I'm sorry.
You still with us, Webb?
Yeah, remind me, what I roll for initiative? 1d6.
2d6 plus your dex bone, which is a point for every
Right,
number that you
over
have
8.
above 8. Yeah.
Okay.
So Dr. Wagner got an
10.
8. Weber Jick's
Gentleman's
got
10
a
for me, please.
Gentleman's 10 for the Webster. All right, let's sort those out. Who's gonna go first?
I'm first next round.
All right, I'm gonna go 50-50 on this. So let's low is Jet, high is Tam. Low is Jet. All right, so you see this. So you guys, so Tam, you and the captain both sort of recognize that this thing is essentially a security drone, and it's armed itself, and it is going to fire, and it is at point blank range, and a laser shoots out at Captain Black. Now, because it's a drone, it is essentially a robot and does not have any particular targeting skill. So it's just flat 2d6 plus 1. Well, that's plus 1, so I guess that's targeting skill.
I was going to say.
Yeah. 8. That's a hit, right?
I don't know.
It's a hit. So it hits you, it grazes you, but now you have damage. So this is essentially a laser carbine that hits you. So it does 4 dice of damage.
Ouch.
So it does 13 points of damage. Now there is some DR, correct? And your
Boarding suit. Yep.
Doesn't get past the DR.
it doesn't get past the DR, so it leaves a really nice scorch mark on your brand new boarding armor.
You bastard.
And you're just like, son of a biscuit. But that shoots. And then it backs up a little bit and it begins. You can see that its sensor array is like, and it is like determining, the danger levels and that kind of stuff. And basically its targeting computer is recalibrating. Now, Weber, you're on the other side of the room, but you definitely know that these, because you can hear Captain Jack go, fuck, it's a security drone on the headset. You guys know that they're in there, but you also, well, probably you just want to rush in, don't you? And just help out as much as you can.
Nope, we're not opening that door for the drone. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't see that
Captain Black
happening.
would have said, "We got this. Don't open the door. Let this thing out." But I will be on heightened alert, looking around, making sure nothing else is creeping down the hall through the dead bears at us.
Okay.
This is open to vacuum right here, basically.
Yep.
All right, so maybe I'll just take a quick misty-eyed view of deep space.
the Milky Way.
That's LV1. That's LV147 over there. I remember it well.
Doc, what do you want to do anything? Or make his own decision. Sorry.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes incredulously.
Of all the things to stumble across, a security drone, an Ursae security drone.
I do have something I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to take a position somewhere where if something does come to the door, I could take a shot at it without being blown into deep space. So
all right. So you're gonna
I'm
brace
back-
yourself
Yeah, I'm
essentially.
gonna brace myself. So you see me here, I'm bracing myself.
Okay.
Got your back, Doc.
Oh, well, maybe I should hide behind Weber.
Well, he backed himself all the way up to some exposed bulkhead.
Yeah. Remember, I have a first
Hey,
ship.
don't come to me for a tetanus shot.
You could, if you wanted to get out of the way, you could slip into here and sort of be around the corner. That door is still open, but it
Okay.
means that you got to hang out with a bunch of penisless Ursae.
Hey, I did not take their third legs.
Do you ever see that movie with Jeremiah Johnson with Robert Redford? The old trapper's like, them Blackfoot catch you, they'll gut you from groin to gizzard with a dull deer antler. That's what I'm getting a feeling for Dr. Magner is up there.
That sounds about right.
He's part Comanche.
Like, how do you have an old fur hat on top of your spacesuit?
Because he
Well,
made
that's
sure
made
to
from
glue
deer
it there. That's why. All right. So, Doctor, you're gonna tip in there and just sort of keep an eye on that door. If it opens up, you're gonna open up.
Yes, I'm gonna totally open up.
All right, sounds good.
I'm
Coffin
gonna talk about
Doyle,
my
or
feelings.
so Coffin, you and Jet have the same initiative. You guys can sort out who amongst you wants to go first.
Go ahead, Coffin.
All right. Well, I definitely do not want to shoot my comrades. Can I?
Thank you.
Can I
You can shoot between us.
shoot between you?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna aim my stagger rifle at this drone, and I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Let me refresh myself on how combat and traveler works. Let me see.
So add your bonus. It's 2d6 plus whatever your weapon bonus is in this case. So
Gotcha.
I think you have gun 2 or something like that,
I
which
have
case you would
done
add
combat 3.
gun combat 3. So you would add 3. So 2d6 plus 3, and
Yes,
the
sir.
baseline to hit is 8.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 3, and I think I have 4 shots.
Yes, you do.
Okay, 2d6 plus 3.
Give-
Here we
give
go.
him hell,
First
man.
shot.
Give him hell.
Whoa,
It's
that's terrible.
bang. Once that laser shot spangs off the bulkhead.
That's 2 1s. That's horrible. All right.
We have to start
There
thinking
you
about
go.
doing fumbles in this. That's a hit.
So should I do all 4 shots, and then
Do all 4 shots. Yeah.
there's 2, there's 3,
There's another hit.
there's 4.
3 hits
hits.
out of 4.
Yes.
So yeah, so you once that first shot goes awry, but the second one and the rest of them are right on target, and you are just punching laser fire into this drone. Go ahead. What's your damage on that stagger gun? Is it 5 dice?
Yeah, but Les, when we were hunting tigers, I think you had me using the tech level 14 model. I and my list my list of gear that I just sent you, I lowered that down to the tech level 12 model. So that does do 5D.
5D per shot.
Yeah,
So so make sure to keep track of how many shots you use, but then that's 15 dice of damage. Now I will tell you that it is an armored drone.
Yeah.
So an armored security drone. So it could be that not, and that armor is going to apply DR by shot.
Right.
5 shots. So 5. So
Yeah,
So roll 5d6. Just roll 5d6 now.
Okay. 20.
Okay.
Roll it again.
20
And
Okay.
again.
and 18.
Good job.
18, 13. Hold on. 3.
Pretty killer shot.
Okay, so the first shot sort of knocks it askew, and it sort of comes back around and has a big scorch mark on it. The second shot sort of wings it, and you can see some sparks flying out of the back and stuff like that. And there's a little bit of like what looks to be some sort of heated plasma that escapes out of the back of it. The third shot essentially vaporizes it, and it goes into pieces, and those pieces begin bouncing around off the walls and stuff like that, creating
Yeah, I was
a
hoping you'd be able to
debris
take-
cloud.
I was hoping you'd be able to capture it in a little more intact, so we could
Sorry.
download its
Well,
memory.
you got to tell Coffin that before you start shooting.
I thought I was gonna beat it with the spoon. I didn't know about that.
Says the person who's not in the room being shot at.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
gentlemen, this is Jin. I have detected. Was that a drone that you guys just encountered?
Yes, it was.
I have detected 2 more drones that I've matched the signature to 2 more drones on the opposite side of the wall ahead of you that have just come to operation levels.
Hooray.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Is this a bulkhead here?
That's a door.
A door is what I meant. A door.
Yeah.
And a door down here, and that's where we think the other drones are.
Yeah, basically, Jin says that he's detected sort of power signatures that are the same as the drone that you just shot.
Matched that. Yeah.
Matches that, and there are 2 of them, and it just came online in that next room down.
Hey, Captain, why don't we open this door here?
All right. I'm ready.
All right, go for it, dudes.
So wait. Before you do that, shouldn't we come into the room where you are?
Yes.
They're
Open
just
this
moving
door.
on ahead. Like Dr. Wagner and Weber out there,
We're
like,
gonna have to close this door.
are they okay?
Everybody, they'll leave later on, and
Okay.
are we
Yeah, we're
missing
gonna-
somebody?
Wait, hold on.
Dr.
Back up.
Wagner.
Weber,
Yes.
back up a step. There you
Yeah,
go. We
Wagner.
had to close this door. You guys gotta
Oh,
both come in
okay.
and do it like an airlock.
There's
There you
Dr.
go.
Wagner.
Now close the door behind you, bump, and then we open
Yeah.
the door behind you.
I'll brace myself against that wall.
Yes, we try to save whatever atmosphere we can.
Okay. There does seem to be some atmosphere. Do you go ahead and test it?
Yeah, just pop your hood off and
No, you could test it using
Sure.
sensor arrays on your
I
vac
feel like-
suits.
straight into your
Ooh, I
teeth.
got a bad
Kill
roll.
them.
Your turn, Tim.
Yeah, you think that shot knocked out your atmosphere tester?
I got a smudge on my lens.
There's something there. I can't read it. It's too stupid. Yeah, so yours works, Tam. Basically, this is Ursae normal. Luckily, Ursae breathe a similar nitrox combination that humans breathe. The problem is the ambient temperature is about 300 degrees below 0.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you were to pop your helmet off,
No.
there would be some, I mean, you could breathe technically, but there's no gravity, and it's 300 degrees below 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Door opens. There seems to be another room in there. You get a weird feeling from this room, though. There doesn't seem to be anything in it except for this little bundle over here, which seems to be. Did you check it out?
Yes.
He says, baiting the hook. You
Yes.
check it out.
It
Well, I guess I-
seems to be full of some frozen organic matter that you can't really identify. But
Sure.
it's like a little satchel, and it's filled with organic matter of some kind. Just
Take the
loops.
satchel and kind of attach it to the back of my suit,
Okay.
so it just follows me.
Okay.
We'll take it back to Jin and check it out there.
Okay, hold on. Tam has satchel. Okay.
Guys, we can all fit in this one if you want to get in here.
There's atmosphere in here, but your suspicion is that atmosphere, based on the electronics of this pressure door, you don't think there's atmosphere on the other side of that door.
Okay.
That's which way are the drones? Are they south of where I'm standing? Like
They're down here, we think.
down here, right?
You should go
All right.
check that out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna wander
okay.
off in the darkness.
We'll get there.
Wait, should I come in the room with you or should I come?
Come in the room with us.
Okay.
We're gonna close this door
Okay, which door are you closing?
behind us.
Behind us.
Okay, so preserving the atmosphere.
Behind.
Yeah, as much as we can.
Oop, hold on, not that.
Also making sure the drones can't come at us.
Yeah, unless you got to really invest in some door sounds or.
Yeah, I got to do that. This is lame. Wait, you hit the door and it sounds like this. Ambient music is still playing. Ursae's Love Wham.
Whoever's shooting somebody, I can hear it. I can hear the music.
All right. Difficult, but yeah, you think you
It's
can
still an
get it
8.
open. Yeah, it's still an 8. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Tam, the button's right there.
Yeah, empty room.
And only one door?
Yeah. Well, no, there's a door to the north as well.
That's the door also?
Yeah. Oh, you
Let's
could
go to that north door. I wonder if I think that goes to the other room.
Let's at least check, yeah.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and open that.
Yep.
10 will do.
Channel do, pig. Channel do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured, okay.
Yep. Floating dead
Full
bodies.
circle.
They look like they've been mutilated in uncomfortable ways.
It wasn't me.
Close this door.
That's exactly what somebody who had mutilated someone else in an uncomfortable way would say.
I know, which is exactly why I said it, so that you know I didn't do it.
The old switcheroo.
Double
eh?
blind.
Close this door back.
Close it
And then
back.
open this one.
The old switcheroo. Reverse psychology. Look it up. All right. Door closed. You can try that other one.
Yep. You guys, we're gonna have combat soon, and I'm not good at it, so
Why are you out front then?
I'm opening
Right.
doors.
Hard vacuum again.
And my plus 13 suit helps.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
Fair.
Jin says, drone just came alive.
Oh shit, it's right here, isn't it?
Tab, get down. Tab, get down.
Yep.
Hit the deck.
We gonna roll new
You
initiative.
guys, you want to
Well,
roll
it's
new
gonna
initiative? Or you want to keep the old initiative?
I keep the
I
old
think
Uh,
we'd like new initiative.
Do
Mr.
please.
Cat.
Okay.
Would we?
All right.
All right, fine. But then you're
Here we go.
Our crappy rolls go away.
I got a
too,
7
know.
now.
I'm okay with that.
I was happy with my old Anish.
Yeah, who wanted this new inish?
Really?
All right.
Damn it. Again.
Well, we're hoping Les rolls bad.
I got the same one.
Oh, I did.
There you go. See?
Oh, boxcars. I think that's a failure, right? You shut down.
He's still faster than me, but
Well, it's a drone, so I mean, you know.
sort it
Okay.
again.
Coffin. What?
Sort it again because Doc just
I just put it on there.
populated.
So
He had a
I
0 before.
I still gotta get. Yeah, I've got.
I'm not
Doctor.
in there yet.
All right. Okay. Weber's in there. Mehmet's in there. Captain Black. What'd you get?
12.
12. Sounds like cheating, but I don't know enough about science to prove it. Coffin Doyle.
I rolled a 7 again.
7 again. All right. A lot of 7s tonight. Making things difficult. All right, I think that's everybody. Let's go ahead and sort. Black
There you go.
gets the jump. What are you going to do? I would push Coffin into the room.
This is why I was practicing shooting my new gun. I'm going to do.
There you go. It'll show.
Oh, let's see it pay off right now.
It's semi-automatic.
All right, you can't. Are you shooting past Tam, like
Well,
sort of
right.
crosswise there?
You've got to move to get.
Right? I mean, if I'm right here,
Yeah, you could just. Yeah, you're just going to reach out and
yeah,
boom. Yeah, you could do that.
it's almost point blank.
Okay.
So I think 2 shots is auto 2. Does that mean I get 2 shots?
That's true.
So there's the
2
first.
shots. First is a hit. Second's a miss. All right, go ahead and roll. What does that do from a damage standpoint?
3d6 plus 3.
3d6 plus 3. That seems like a lot for a pistol.
It sure is. It's pretty awesome sauce.
9
From my
points.
rolls.
Okay. Well, it did. So it is a laser, and it did do some damage. So, but you think the armor absorbed most of it, as it kind of like.
Come on, Coffin, finish him off.
All right. My turn?
Coffin.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna shoot it good. I'm 2 hold on a minute. 2d6 plus 3. Here's the first shot.
Okay.
11.
11's a hit.
Okay. Second shot.
11 is a miss.
What?
Sorry, I'm just kidding. 11's a hit.
Yeah. How,
9 is a hit.
really? And then fourth shot, a 10. All right. So
4 shots, 4 hits.
gotcha.
Jin comes over the radio. Another drone just went live up north and it's headed your way.
Okay. Let me blow up this drone first. Here's the first damage.
Okay.
Second damage. Third damage. And fourth one. Kablamo, I hope.
It's going to be closed.
Oh boy. Yeah, that 10 didn't help me.
It did not. But if you include the damage that the captain's gun did,
Yeah.
you all 4 shots, you blast it out of the sky and it lands back here and a bunch of things. But as you can see, there is another one
All right.
on the way.
All right. I'm going to shoot that one too.
You can't shoot him yet. You just took your turn.
Ah.
Not your turn.
All right.
Dr.
Good.
Wagner.
Let's see if I recognize them. I think those are the same kind of drones we used in Med Lab, and if so, there's a command that simply turns them off.
Well
And
played,
I have an
sir.
advanced
Well
degree in electronics.
Well, I mean, the
The
problem
code is
is
1234 pound.
usually, so these drones, so you guys, so even, Dr. Wagner, you would recognize that these are just basic kind of security drones that, probably open market bought. The problem with these is they're usually, in normal times, they're controlled by the ship's AI, right? We don't have an AI here. There doesn't seem to be any power in the ship, but you are well aware that these drones do have their own power sources, and they are programmed to act independently according to a pre-scripted set of commands in the event of exactly what happened. No power source, no direction from the AI. So they're acting autonomously, from certain things. That's going to preclude you from turning them off.
So can we get Jin to adopt them? Is there Papa AI?
It's possible, but Jin would tell you that he would need time, and he's really, he'll be the first to admit, and he sounds a little contrite about it. He's like, I'm a freighter AI. Hacking into security drones, it's not really my thing. He's really not programmed to do that kind of stuff. He can attempt it and try and take over.
I have
but
a degree in electronics, so maybe I could assist.
Well, you'd have to sort of grab one, but I guess that's possible. The problem is that Jin doesn't really have any experience with these kind of drones or controlling them, because you guys don't have security drones on the Gin and Tonic. So he
You have
doesn't
them
really.
in the military.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the military. He runs
Yes,
a
he
freighter.
was.
No,
Jin wasn't,
How do you know?
I know.
because
No,
it's a
Jin-
freighter.
He's a freighter. He's a jump space computer. He's just your average kind of like
Hey,
cargo
enough with the
ship.
name calling.
He's a
He
cargo
can
ship
be whatever
guy.
he wants to be.
He could,
All
and
we can
Captain
afford.
Black is interested in getting him some upgrades, and this might be could certainly be something that you guys consider. But right now, he doesn't really have a lot of experience controlling drones. He can try using some near field technology and manifest some commands, but the likelihood is that he's not going to be able to turn these things off.
All right.
It's like asking a TV to make a phone call.
Well, yeah, modern
Well,
TVs
my
can do
TV
that. They can even show your caller ID.
And I'm a tech level 3 less.
And I'm electronics level 3.
All right, let me rephrase that. It's asking a TV to make a cat.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Oh, a TV has made my cat entertained. Does that count?
Well, if you want, Jit says if you want me to entertain the drones, I might be able to put something together. But they seem pretty
Drone
entertained
porn.
right now. You know, they seem to be like they've got something going on. But it's coming. So, yeah, it's a good idea. So Wagner, good idea. But in this case, Jin's just not capable of doing what you wanted to do.
So, is there anything that we know from their power supplies that might leave them vulnerable to
Well, they're using
like a magnet or?
Give me an engineering or an electronics check, which either you have.
I have electronics.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know much about this particular model other than to recognize it as a sort of a standard security model. Your guess is that the Ursae just bought these off the rack. You know, they're typically used for, I mean, they're not like for prison ships and stuff like that. They're usually for like unruly passengers and stuff like that, and just keeping the peace. It's kind of odd. These guys seem to be a little bit upgunned, like they have some aftermarket work done. It's certainly a laser carbine is not standard. Usually these drones like this, you would know that usually drones like this are mounted with the equivalent of a stun stick, and they're for stopping drunks and stuff like that. They're not military drones. But these have been augmented.
No.
Well,
Keep on searching.
Yep.
and does my bionic eye tell me anything?
Well, that's another large bulkhead, another large door, pressure door. But beyond that, you don't know anything about it. But this is hard vacuum out here in this area.
Right.
These drones are mounted they're sort of in drone holders
Docking
in the
stations.
walls. Yeah, docking stations where you probably presume normally they would grab a charge and be able to take orders and stuff like that.
You put your dustbuster.
Yeah, they're essentially pulling out of those docking stations once they've seen you guys.
Okay, guys, get into a firing line. Like
You want to be?
So they're just flying
Well,
dustbusters.
Yeah, you want to have 2 lines, one like
It's still Dr. Wagner's turn. He hasn't really done anything.
Oh,
I was ordering them to get into a line.
Okay.
Yeah, they fill him full of holes. I command you to stop.
And then we're gonna do the can.
Okay.
Coffin, should you be up here in front with us?
The plague doctor can. That'll be an image that haunts you for a while.
am I opening this door?
Are you checking it first?
Yeah.
There's pressure on the other side.
Well, we're gonna lose it because there's no way for us to hold it in. Guys, kind of grab onto something or
I will grab on
brace
to
yourself.
Tam.
Well, should we knock on the door first? See where, like, Tam could tell us or Jin could tell us there's nothing alive on their side of the door, right? I think I've already established that.
We don't think there's anything alive
Nothing
anywhere on
alive
the
here at
ship.
all.
Jin says that the anomalies that the jump space drive signature anomalies that he detected earlier are somewhat behind that door. He
And-
can't get a fix on it. It's too there's
But
too
they
much
don't need
shielding.
an atmosphere anyway.
Right.
Didn't seem to.
No. they
I'm gonna
came
open the door.
vacuum before.
All right. I need everyone that's
Oh,
within
no, I
10
don't.
it's stuck. All right, Weber, you doing anything?
Apparently, I'm
Everybody's
assisting.
sort of like getting out of
Tam,
turn here.
I was apparently I'll be assisting opening this door.
We were certainly standing in front of it, which was going to be perfect for when he opened the door and all of the pressure
And all the pressure comes
atmosphere
out. Yeah.
comes flying out.
Get
All
to
right.
here and brace yourself against this thing.
I will do
Yeah.
that. I think that's a good idea. I will brace myself right here.
I
There you
think
go.
you should do that too. I'll try to open it.
All right, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
It's Weber's turn. Don't do anything yet.
It's Weber's turn.
Damn this
Everybody's-
initiative.
Everybody's
All
going
right.
out of turn. All right, so that's you, Weber.
That's me. I'll do that.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This thing takes off and just flies to here. And well, targets everywhere, not a drop to drink. He's going to shoot at Doyle, I think. And he's going to let loose with that laser.
Just the way Doyle likes
Bring
it.
it on. Oh,
Hit. Hit me. Ow, that hurt. 14 points of damage. Now, are you wearing, what kind of suit are you wearing? Do you have an armored suit?
I thought I was wearing my
Full
ceramic
vest.
armor. It's the ceramic carapace armor.
Okay. Ceramic.
So
What is?
that
What
is-
do you know? What the
I believe it was
bonus is?
DR 17.
DR 17. That can't be right. Get it?
Actually, it says ceramic carapace armor TL 12 KG4 protection plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay. So DR 10.
Yeah, DR 10.
14 points. However, I did 14 points, so it does get through. It does 4 points. The laser does 4 points of damage to you.
Ow.
But now your suit is holed, and you are
Uh-oh.
beginning to experience decompression.
Shit.
Get the
Uh-oh.
duct tape. Get the duct tape.
Okay.
Now
Everybody
let
should
me
hear it.
check. Does it have anything that will have any
Oh.
self-healing modes?
Time out.
Can I
Ceramic
give him anything for
carapace.
depression?
Well, yeah, you can patch him up. Ceramic carapace.
Yeah, we're probably all carrying a patch kits. That's standard gear.
Oh, it's much higher rate of protection. So you get, wait a second, it gives you much higher rate of protection against lasers, flamethrowers, and other heat or fire
Yeah.
based. This is a laser. So it gives you +6
Okay.
additional protection against
So
that. So you would be
16.
DR 16. It does not get through. No damage, but you have a nice big scorch mark on your carapace.
Oh, he already had that.
All right.
Mark him on.
Pardon me.
Boom.
Alright.
All right. Tam, now you can try to open the door again if you want.
Sure.
Okay, 9. He gets it open. A couple of things are going to happen. So the door whisks open, and there is a huge volume of essentially atmosphere that comes flying out at you. Everybody within 10 feet of that door, I need to make a dex check.
Okay.
Dex check.
But I think it's just Captain Black and Tam, because Weber, you're
Yeah, I moved
farther-
back
you're-
and braced
you moved
myself.
away. Ooh.
Into deep space.
All right. What about you, Tam? Oh, 2. That's nice. All right. Both of you are blown away from the door 15 feet. So, Tam, you are knocked off your feet and you are. Oh, wait, Tam, go back. No. Wait, we're not done with you yet. Hold on.
Huh.
Directly backwards. So, Black, 1, 2, 3. So you are flying backwards, and remember, you're in hard vacuum here. So you are off of the bulkhead and floating in space, essentially. And you're moving backward at 15 feet per round
Oh.
until you can somehow figure out your way to
You
stop.
find some way to brace yourself or something.
Tam, you don't do that at all. You fly backwards into Jix. So, Weber, I need you to make a dex check as
Now-
Tam is blown into you.
Now Weber was propped up against this tank thing behind him.
Right, which means that you guys may end up taking damage from the
Right.
impact, but you won't fly off into space like your captain is. All All right, Weber made his check. So Weber, you get out of the way. Tam, you end up flying into that, and it does.
16 points of damage.
No, just a little bit of damage. So it does D6. So 3 points of damage as you impact on the bulkhead. Does your battle dress will absorb that
Yep.
in its entirety? Okay. So yeah, you are there. Weber, you've dodged out of the way. So I'm going to put you like on top of this thing and Tammy there. But the door's open. And then Jin comes on. He's like, I don't know what happened, but the jump space signature
Creatures.
just became more active. And that's
Shit.
That's the only way I can describe it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Great.
All right.
Heads up,
Captain-
everyone.
Captain Black, you are floating through space towards the security drone, but even more concerning is you're floating towards open space. Now you do have, I am assuming that you do have jet propulsion on your suit.
I assume so. Or mag
It
boots.
doesn't say that, but
No, I'm guessing you do. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to get
Right.
over here from the slice of lime.
and it is a boarding suit, so you'd assume that.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. So
So
you're
what
gonna
do I
have.
do?
Well, you have to take a moment and slow yourself down and push. You're going to probably have to ruin a round to give up a round so that you get those jets and basically slow your speed and drop you back down to the bulkhead so your magna boots will hook back in.
Okay.
But it's basically forfeiting a round to stop yourself. Or you can let yourself drift and get closer to the drone, the better to attack it with your bludgeon.
Make it
Fix
stun
bayonet.
something. No, I'll just stop myself where I'm at.
Okay. Coffin. Those guys just blew that hatch and a bunch of like ice crystals and shit came flying out. But you heard Jin say that there's increases. There was after the moment that happened, there was an increase in activity in that jump space signature
Okay.
energy.
Are any of my colleagues currently flying toward vacuum?
No, Captain Black just stopped himself and returned to the bulkhead.
Great, because I was gonna try to leap out and grab whoever was flying out of the ship. All right, so is there another drone though?
Yeah, it just shot you.
All right, then
It's still there.
Yeah, it's right here.
oh, there it is. All right, but then if it shot me, that makes me very angry. So therefore, I'm gonna turn around and blast it again.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Let's see. I gotta roll 2d6 plus 3. Here it comes. A 9,
It's a hit.
a 12,
Hit.
a 10, and an 18.
Wait, you can't roll 5d6 for a hit.
Sorry.
Yeah,
11.
you can. You're
All right,
very
that's-
successsul when you do that.
That's all right. Well, he's still very successful. So 4 hits. He's just like.
Sorry. All right.
All right. So
Or
20.
one less.
Roll. Give me some d6s or 5d6 shots.
5d6s.
First shot, 16.
Okay.
Second shot, 14.
Okay.
Third shot, 15. Fourth shot, 11. Ugh.
Your second shot of 14 was 2d6 plus 3.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count.
Oh shit. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
16.
So was your last shot of 11.
Oh wow. Jeez. Hold on. Sorry. And 16.
It's a new
All
So
right.
gun.
16, 15, 16, 16.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's
Thank you.
30,
Thank you.
33 plus 41. So yeah, these 4 shots lay into this guy and he drops. Well, he basically turns into a vapor cloud and begins pushing out into deep space.
Right. Good.
So we drop out of initiative at that time because the drone is destroyed. However, Jin is telling you that there is that the energy is heightened. That she's getting jump space signatures. She's
Those
also
things are around here somewhere.
she's also here. She still hears the drone power signatures, but there's also something else in the drone room. That is, it was shielded, which is why she couldn't initially see it. He couldn't initially see it at first, but there's some sort of shielded power source in there as well.
Maybe life support. Let's
Hey, I think there may be a way to get down to that in here also.
Yep.
Should we go south?
Yep. Scan everything first because we know there's something waiting for us.
Stay frosty, people.
Okay,
Coffin,
this
you
is
wanna
a
back
door.
up?
That's a door, yeah.
Guys, come on in.
This would have been
I'm
a
gonna-
pressure door, but it's open.
What's down here?
You're looking at it, it looks like maybe it was a stater room or something. It seems empty. Give me a what are we using for perception around here?
Intelligence?
Not much.
Intelligence check.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Ugh. I poked myself in the eye.
Ow!
Ow!
2 ones.
I think we
You guys have been breathing that suit air for
Yeah.
too long. It's making you stupid.
yeah. I think we might have a small leak.
Yeah,
Nope,
you
nothing
guys
in here.
doesn't see it. You don't see anything in here.
Nope.
Let's get ready at this door, guys.
Hold on, I didn't get a chance to roll yet.
Jin's like, it's close. Whatever it is, it's very close.
Yeah.
Jeez, look at those rolls.
Are you coming, Dr. Wagner?
Yeah.
All right, which door are we opening? I see Tam by one and Coffin by another.
This one.
Coffin's in a closet. There's no door.
Coffin's in a room.
Yeah, he's in it. It's just an open room. That's not a. There's no
No doors
door
other than this one.
Other than that one, yeah. You suspect it was some sort of stater room.
Just in case there's another explosive decompression, I'm gonna stay to the side of.
It's got all the vital records in this chest, but we can't see it.
Nope, looks empty.
Yep.
Let's move on with our lives. All right, so you checking that?
Coffin.
Coffin.
I need you to be right here.
So there is give me an electronics check, Tamaru. Or
And
engineering, I
Doc,
guess.
why don't
sorry.
you go check that chest?
Engineering check.
Doc, if you want to move down here, that'd be helpful.
8. Yeah, there's more atmosphere on the other side. And pressure.
I'm
So if
definitely
you-
staying staggered.
You
off
guys
the
are
side.
in hard vac now because everything's open to space now.
Close the door behind you.
Close these doors here
Okay.
so that when it does open, we won't. There's not that much to go into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black won't fly out into space.
Where you mean like so it won't like completely explode?
Right.
Gotcha.
I'll
So
close
those doors will be closed.
Okay.
Dr. Wagner, can you give us an intelligence check?
Sure.
Can you
I
beat a
sure
5?
can.
Walk into this room and look around.
You got a 3,
Oh.
a 2, and a 5, or a 4.
So I'm supposed to walk into somebody's private sex chamber. and
Yes,
do
that's
these-
what it is.
That's what you saw with your intelligence check then. Okay. That's good.
Okay.
You got a pocket full of
Oh,
barricades.
everybody is
Wow.
right. It's just
I think they're-
terrible.
I think we
This
might
is
have loaded our
ridiculous.
suits with carbon
We
monoxide.
refuse to look in this room.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of luck. Moving on. Open the door.
All right. I'll get out of the way.
Open the door.
Nothing higher than a 6. That's got to be a new record.
For 5 of us.
We're doing a +3.
There is a lot of so in this case it doesn't explosively decompress because it's not it is still vacuum, but it's not like escaping into space. But
Right.
you do see the atmosphere that was in here. You see the sort of like it just immediately crystallizes, and it's like snow coming down as the remainder of the atmosphere falls in here.
What are these?
They're just lines in the floor or stairs, really. So there's stairs going down.
Just
Okay.
lines on the floor. I wouldn't trust lines on the floor.
It's just lines on the floor. Ah, I'm falling.
Yeah.
Ah! My shoe. That's an old
Help me,
Eddie
Lottie,
Murphy.
Lottie, help me.
That's an A. Murphy joke, right? Yeah. I knew it right
That's
away.
why, that's why I like doing these. There's no reference that I can make that isn't too arcane for you guys.
I know.
I appreciate that too.
So at this point, you guys are checking out that door. There is atmosphere on the other side, and Jin will tell you that there are 2 drones in there, plus a shielded some sort of shielded power source. He can't determine what it is because the shielding is actually pretty good and mostly intact. There is some power bleed, but it's if the level of bleed is what he thinks it is, then it's a pretty significant power source. Much bigger than the drones.
Captain, you want to get like right here, use cover, you can shoot into this room?
All right.
Dr. Wagner is volunteering himself as a human shield, so I'm going to stay behind him.
That's definitely my forte.
That is all
Okay.
hearsay.
I'll come.
I'm going to open this door and then I'm going to get out of the way.
All right.
Oh.
Where are you going to get out of the way too? Am I in your way now?
No,
All right.
you're fine.
Hear me now.
Ready?
Yep.
Cthulhu.
Whoa.
Oh shit. Oh
Again.
shit.
Again with the snow. But then you see these two drones. They come popping out of their little lodgings and they immediately turn and begin going to you. This thing, so the thing in front of you is, well, your first thought, the first thing you think is that it's a cryogen. It's a cryo tank, but it's not a cryo tank. But it's definitely big. It's definitely aftermarket, and it's some sort of tank. And your guess is that it has some sort of, well, there's some sort of fluid in it. It's filled with some sort of green fluid, and it is operating. I mean, you can tell that whatever that it has, it must have an independent power source because it is operational.
Okay, try not to shoot that thing, guys.
So can I use a
Lots of drones
medical
about
or electronics check to know what's
Probably.
Yeah, give me a medical check.
We're in
medical check?
combat, aren't we? Are we back in combat? Because I don't see our
17.
We're gonna roll initiative.
We will
soon.
be in just a moment, so let me make sure that there's no initiative guys in there. Okay, yeah. So 17 medical check. You recognize this, Dr. Wagner. It's essentially Jesus Christ. Does this, if you roll negative initiative, does this mean you don't get to go? Like ever? Like you trip and fall down, pass out, choke on your tongue or something? I don't know.
Exactly. Shits his pants.
I don't think I've ever. I've got to capture this because I don't think I've ever seen a -1 initiative roll.
That's it. I don't want to play anymore.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
I
and
void
I've got
my
a
bell.
-4.
Jesus
I
Christ.
void my bell.
-1 initiative. That's fantastic.
And then I roll a 14. Holy cow.
We average
Wait, we're
about.
rolling initiative now.
Yeah, probably should go
I
ahead.
just
I'll
did
tell
a
you.
medical check.
I'll tell you what the medical check is in here in a second. I'm trying to capture
He
this.
just got. He was fascinated by.
You probably don't want to
chance,
check out that thing too closely yet because there's drones shooting at us.
Well, no, I'm just giving him. He rolled a 17 medical check. So Wagner, you recognize this. So this tank is historically been used. It's not a cryo tank, so it's not putting anything in a deep freeze. What it is generally used. It's reminiscent of the kind of tanks that are used when people have been grievously injured, and they're essentially put into an artificial coma and kept in a fluid environment to enhance. Usually, it's to enhance cellular regrowth or DNA alterations and stuff like that.
It's the Luke Skywalker Hoth chamber after the Tauntaun incident.
It's a chamber where you would transfer your consciousness into a synthetic body.
Hey, I'll take it.
But
you hear Dr. Wagner in the back, dibs. But yeah, no, these are typically used like for people who have to have like full-on genetic remaps or like their bodies are being regrown, from substantial damage.
Will it fit in my spacesuit of holding?
No, it would fit in the cargo hold of the gin and tonic, though.
Yeah, I think we definitely want that. Salvage rights.
All right. So Doyle, what did you get in initiative? Was it a -1?
I rolled a 14.
14, man, you guys are rocking these initiatives.
Jack got a 14.
Jet Black.
Yep.
I got
14.
I got an Ocho.
Doc got a 6.
For Weber Jocho. And Doc got a 6.
Yep.
Put me in for a 0 less, not an Ocho.
Okay. I'm sorry, 0.
So that's what you put.
I'm at 0, but I'm still above Tam.
Oh, Tom.
I'm at 0, but I'm still above 10. Hey, Tom. All right, and my drones. Let's go ahead and roll.
Should have been there, man. The worst initiatives ever.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Sorry. 11. That's much better. I'll just roll until I get a number I like.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can
I do that?
No, I rolled the wrong. It's supposed to be plus
Yeah, I
4.
know,
I
I
rolled a
saw.
+1. All right, let's do that. So the drones are rolling 11, but you guys got the jump on them, Captain Black and Coffin Doyle. You guys both get the jump on them. Coffin, you got that laser out. You can shoot over the thing, but if you miss, there's a possibility, and that goes for all of you shooting projectiles or energy weapons into that room. If you guys miss and you miss badly, there's a potential for hitting the tank.
Okay. All right.
Wagner's not going to be happy if you crunch that tank.
Use a hero
No.
point.
Okay.
There's hero points now.
No.
I thought.
So Les.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'll let Captain Jet Black go first. I'm sorry.
That might not be a good idea. You should go first.
Okay.
I'm much more likely to miss.
Can I get into the room and then shoot?
So you'd have to. So the tank is on its side,
Yeah.
and it's up. So it's about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. The problem is to get past it, you have to go under it, which is
Yeah.
relatively easy, or go over it, which
Right.
means climbing on top of the tank, which would be relatively harder. So you can go under it, but it'll cost you a double move for those squares that you're under it.
I see. So I mean, I was hoping to do two things. A, not shoot the tank,
Okay.
and B, draw the drone's fire away from the tank.
Okay. Well, you got 6 squares for a movement. So if you wanted to dive under the tank and then, so let me think. If you dive under the tank here, that's a square. And then you crawl under the tank, that's 2, 3. And then you stand up 4, and then 5, 6. You would get to somewhere around here if you wanted to do that, which would
Well,
draw their fire.
Can I do a dive and a tuck and roll? And I don't really need to stand up to shoot, right?
Nope.
Can I dive on the ground can I dive on the ground and shoot at the drones from underneath the tank?
Absolutely. Give me a dex check to get you in position because you are carrying a big, heavy automatic laser weapon.
Yes, sir. My dex is 10, so that's 2d6 plus 2, right?
Plus 2.
Yes, sir. I roll an 8.
8. Made it just barely. You almost clock your head really hard on the thing. Give me a quick intelligence check too.
Okay, my intelligence is 14, so that's plus what? Plus 6?
Yeah. Damn.
All right. 2d6 plus 6.
But you must have been doing a lot of those Sudokus during the jump drives period.
14?
14. All right. So I'm going to send you a message.
Yes, sir.
Via this
text
while
or,
you set up. But go ahead and go. You can do your rolls and do your shots.
All right. So here are my 4 shots. It's going to be 2d6 plus 3, 4 times. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Damn it. So I hit 3 times, I think.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm sending you a message.
Yes, sir. Okay. Holy shit.
All right, so 14 hits, 9 hits, 11 hits. The first one. So 9, 11, 9, and 7. So 3 hits out of 4. Which one were you hitting? The northerly one or the southerly one?
The one that's gonna shoot me.
Well, they're both gonna shoot you.
Shit. Then I want to focus on one and hopefully bring the gunfire down to just one drone.
Okay.
So I hit it thrice, I think.
Yep.
So I shall roll 5d6 thrice. Here it is. Once.
Okay.
Twice. Oh shit! Sorry, that's the wrong roll. That is
Okay.
The dice rolls keep.
They keep shifting because it's the last 10. Yeah.
Oh darn it! All right, so here's 2.
Okay.
And here's 3. All right, so
Okay.
19, 11, 18.
All right. Okay. This one. boy, this is the first time that this has happened, but those weren't some great rolls. You blast it pretty hard, but it's still got 2 hit points left.
All right.
So yeah, it's still up, and it is still able to shoot, although it is badly damaged. So it will be at -2 on its shot. As it begins to pivot down towards you. That's Black. So Black, you are under the tank. I'm just going to plant you like right here.
Black. That's okay. That's Coffin Doyle.
Coffin.
Black.
Oh, no, I moved to the right guy.
No, you did. You said Black.
You moved the right guy. You just said the wrong thing.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, Black, you're up. Now's your time to shoot that tank because Doyle is directly under it. So this is the perfect time to explode that tank right on top of him.
Here's your obscurity reference. Shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass.
She's
in the Fenster.
I love that movie.
She's in the Fenster.
Never take off your shoes in a hostage situation.
Yeah.
Nope. Shoes always beats no shoes when it comes to hostage situations.
So if I want to follow Coffin underneath the
there's room. You just need a dex check.
You got to do a dex check.
Okay.
Let's go do that because I could easily roll very badly.
Chamber is badly designed.
Oh, 13 did get pretty good. So yeah, you end up on your hands and knees right next to Coffin. Coffin's he's like, he's shooting away. So yeah, you end up right next to him. I am going to send you a quick message. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Give me an intelligence check. After you did so good on the last one,
Don't give him an intelligence check. Don't do it.
Also, Les, do I have a free action to speak or no?
Sure.
Creature in the room on deck to the south. Creature. There's a thing in here.
Great face hugger. Is this another bug hunt? All right.
As expected, the creatures, I would add to that, the creatures in the tank. So don't hit the tank.
And he's like, and you hear the creature's like, shoot the glass. All right, so
a weird British German accent.
It is a weird British German accent. All right, so Captain Black, do you want to shoot?
Yeah.
You're in no danger of hitting the glass now, but
I'm going to shoot at the guy that Coffin almost killed.
Okay, you're going to finish him off. 8's a hit. He's got 2 hit points. So how many
Can I
dice?
split my shots and shoot at the other guy with my second shot?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
10 points on the first one?
No, that's the second.
10 to hit the second one.
Oh, 10 to hit the second one. Okay, so yes, that is also a hit.
So this is the first damage?
Okay.
Oh,
19.
so that's the second damage.
That's the second damage.
Straight up hit. He spins around, falls over here, and falls to. Well, no, he's just floating in the air because there's no gravity. But and 18. So 18 is not gonna be. He's not gonna do it. But he's still up.
It is damage.
It is damage though. All right. My turn. Blast. Right at. So this one was already targeting Doyle before that happened. So I'm going to go 50-50 again. So low is Doyle. High. So it changes targeting to Captain Black after that shot, and now fires its laser. Its aftermarket laser carbine. 9. That's a hit, buddy.
I was targeting Doyle before it was cool.
Ooh, 4d6. Those are some crappy rolls. Just wings you. I don't think it even gets past the armor, does it? Nope. It is absorbed, but another big scorch mark on your armor. So that is them. And you see this thing sort of move over here and sort of get into sort of more optimal straight-on firing sort of solutions. It sort of like side slips over to get like directly in front of you guys. Weberjix.
All right. Well, I got a lot of people in my way here. I feel this. It's an irresistible pull. And
Dr. Wagner, when you get a moment, give me an intelligence check.
Real quick, Les, do I see any clear way path for me to be in combat here? It looks like a pretty tight space. They're
Well,
fighting.
Tam's kind of in the way, but Black and Doyle have both dived underneath the tank, and they're under there. However, I believe Black and Doyle both called out and said there is a creature in the tank. Now, you don't see any creature.
That's
But-
not what I said.
What did you say?
I said
Creature in the room.
there's a creature in the room to the south.
I said it's in the tank.
Yeah, it's the creature is in the tank, Coffin,
Oh, really?
hiding in the
Yeah.
south end of the
But I
tank.
said, after you said it was in the south, I said it was in the tank.
Okay.
Was my message wrong?
It's oh wait
Just
wait
trying
you know
to
what? No. Your message was absolutely right. I
Okay.
am
You're just
reading
spreading
things
paranoia
too
and fear.
fast.
You're
He
spreading.
failed that intelligence check also.
Well, unless I'm gonna come up behind one of you two and do like a Zaphod Beeblebrock's extra arm underneath your arm. I don't know. Because you're kind of blocking it. This is not free movement like you have in D&D, right? Where I can just walk right through them.
Sure you can.
What? Wait, what? You want to walk through them?
No, I don't.
Friendly square.
what-
He just wants to walk past somebody.
You can walk through it, but the problem is that if you're going into the room, the tank is in the way. So you have to either go over it or under it. And right now, Coffin and Black are both prone and shooting, lying under the
Okay.
tank.
Could I go on like op fire or stay on alert?
Sure,
I'll do that.
but
I'll
you have
just
to.
do- brace
Under
myself
what
against-
conditions would you fire?
If I see anything that's not my 4 compatriots.
Okay. All
I
right.
will
Cool.
shoot it in.
Well, before these dummies do something crazy, what is my intelligence checks telling me?
Something in the room.
There's something in the room.
The room that you checked a moment ago.
Hey, Tom, you
Wow.
missed it. 5 of us went in this room earlier. None of us rolled above an 8.
No, I rolled above a 6.
None of us rolled above
So,
a
Doctor,
6.
you see this thing going around there saying there's a creature in the tank, and then you look around and you just happen to glance over and you look back and you see this.
Oh, that's an elder thing.
Ah,
Oh my.
That is a straight up elder thing.
It's not. So here's the thing. At first, you're just like, what the flip? And you're looking at it and you're like, you see it sort of flicker in and out. And then
boy.
but it's kind of just like looking at you. It's not moving towards you. It doesn't look like it's going to attack, or it's not, well, frankly, from here, it's not in a position to attack, but it also doesn't seem to be bothered by the lack of atmosphere or pressure either. And as you watch it, you can see it sort of like, it's like a hologram almost because it flickers in and out. But it's not doing anything other than just sort of like watching you. And you assume that those things on those stalks are eyes because they are pointed in your direction.
Do I have any idea what it is?
You've never seen anything like this before in your life. You've never
You
seen
sure?
anything like this.
I've
You
seen
are-
some crazy porn.
yeah, no, this is well
not-
beyond any pornography that you've
We're
seen.
not talking about the bear porn again.
Oh, that's pedestrian. Forget
is-
that.
That's when you say have I ever seen it, because I've seen some crazy. This is a guy with a pocket full of bear penises. So it's like who knows what he's read, but
Hey,
yeah, no, you
I'm
haven't.
just happy to see you.
It's a pocket full of Ursae
Start
penises.
shoving the the bear penises in these pink holes here.
No. All right, but yeah, you've never seen anything like this before. So Weber, you're on Opfire. You do not see the creature. Your attention is taken up by the drone and the tank. Dr. Wagner, it's your turn. Now you see this creature. Do you say anything, or do you try to approach it, or do you shoot at it, or?
No, I'm not going to shoot at it. I'm going to mention to Weber and maybe Mehmet, I don't want to yell too loud and get the attention of the drones, but just there's something that we need to check out. And I also want to check with Jin to see if there's anything in the computer database. I mean, basically, I'm curious.
So you're snapping video of this thing.
Yeah.
And feeding it to Jin to see if he knows if there's anything like this. Jin's processing is Jin's like nothing obvious. What Jin can tell you is that the weird jump space energy that you guys are associating with these creatures seems to have grown significantly just moments ago in that same region of the ship. So
is there
this creature could be emanating that energy.
So is it a life force that you're detecting, or what's
It's
sort
not
of energy?
It's not life science in the traditional sense. It's analogous to in the past, when you guys have run into these creatures, what Jin has spotted was what would be jump space field anomalies, right? So this is sort of like, so jump space is sort of this multi-dimensional area so that you guys can fold space and go from place to place quickly.
Right.
But you essentially create a field around your ship to enter what is essentially a multi-dimensional space that allows you to traverse large distances very quickly. You're folding space essentially on the Dunian model. In this case, Jin has always just, sort of detected whenever creatures, those weird creatures that you've dissected a couple of times, whenever one of those creatures shows up, Jin reads it not as life signs, but as this jump space field anomaly, a very small jump field or something like that. So it's the energy that this thing is radiating is analogous to jump field radiation, but not in like a life. It's not like life signs of a normal creature.
So if I close my eyes, can it see me?
Not a bug bladder beast, dude.
If you
That would be a Gru, isn't it?
Is it a
Bug
Gru?
bladder beast. Bug bladder beast a trail. If you can't see it, it can't see you.
Oh,
Is
it's
this a
bug
Doctor Who thing?
No.
Well, this is a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing.
Oh, okay.
That's why you always carry a pair of sunglasses so you can't see through.
No, a towel. Throw it over your
You always
head.
carry a towel too. If you're a fruit dude.
All right. So yeah, if you close your eyes, you believe. So this creature is very odd looking, right? So, and it's hard to let's have a look at him again. So it's hard to determine what its sensory apparatus are, but those black eyes, sort of on the end of that snake-like head, seem to potentially be something analogous to eyes because they are looking at you. Now, these suction hose looking things here and these weird Venus flytrap arms, they're not doing anything. They're just sort of folded over. But the eyes do seem to be looking at you.
All right, I'm gonna toss it a bear penis.
All right, so you pull out one of those flash frozen.
All right, I admit it. I took some.
And it just like floats. All right, you hear Wagner over the radio. He's like, "All right, I did. I took some."
We knew.
So it just
flaccid bear penises floating through the hallway.
So you throw a severed Ursae penis, and it sort of tumbles, floating over and over. And it actually go ahead and roll like an attack roll, like a to-hit roll.
I need to find somebody else.
I don't want to hit him. I just want to see if he grabs it. And I can go, dude, get your hands off my penis.
I need to remind myself to get a new primary care doctor when we get back.
Yeah.
5. Okay, so you miss him. The severed
I wasn't trying to hit
organ.
him.
The severed organ bounces off of this bulkhead here and sort of is now like floating out in space, like right about in here, because a lot of the kinetic energy is sort of bled off. But it doesn't seem to react at all. It didn't react to you throwing it, and it didn't seem to react to it like floating in front of him.
So it doesn't look hungry at all.
Shit, it's hard to. How do you tell when something that looks like that is hungry?
I'm a doctor, damn it.
You're not a jump space creature, doctor. All right, yeah, you can't tell. It doesn't move other than to. It's obviously you can see the tentacle head with the eyes on it. Sort of sometimes wavers back and forth like it's getting different eyes on you, but it doesn't move forward and it doesn't react to the thrown object.
Guys, I think we're safe. It doesn't like penises.
All right. Okay, so that's Dr. Wagner. Do you want to move at all? You still have a move if you want to.
I think I'm just gonna stare at it for a minute.
You're gonna hang there. All right.
I want to figure out.
All right. And at the top of the order for next turn, Mehmet Tam with his game-breaking initiative roll of -1.
-1.
Oh boy.
So Tam, you have to wait until you. You literally
you'll
have to
lose
wait
your
an
turn.
extra 6 seconds, and then you can go.
We just take 6 seconds to shake our head at you.
Tam's running away. He's like, "Fuck this."
So I don't want to hit the tank. They've got it well in hand. I run back to here.
Give me an intelligence check.
But at the same time, Wagner's been telling me that there's something down there.
Yep.
I'm like, what the? Here we go.
This is going to be good. Maybe you'll get another -1.
Oh!
Hey, okay. So yeah, you turn around and you sort of scoot past Wagner, who is looking to the south. Weber is still got his, I'm assuming, the flechette gun.
Yes.
Okay, you've got the compressed air gun, and you're pointing it down there. You're like, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Wagner's looking the other way. You look down there, and you see the creature too. And you can see when Tam when you come into view, Wagner, you see the thing's head just go, and now it's looking at Tam. And it's kind of like, okay, what's that? But again, it does not seem to be moving or coming towards you at all.
I really don't want to start a second.
Don't shoot at that thing at all. Do
I'm
not
not
shoot
shooting
at
that thing
it.
unless it acts hostile. I'm not shooting it.
It's
Okay.
not acting hostile. So Weber, you look over there too?
Yes.
You're just like, what? What the hell is that thing?
And I'm relaying as much information to Jin as possible. Like, are you getting this, Jin?
Yes, sir. I'm rolling video from all 3 of your sources.
We're gonna upload this to YouTube and we're gonna be stars.
Does it
You
look
guys-
like anything like our tiger hunting Captain Sevenfold?
No, it's not an affronter. No.
I am done.
Okay. All right, Captain Black, you and Coffin are up. So are you guys watching the drone or are you watching the tank?
Drone.
Okay.
Captain Black, do you want to go first or?
No, you first. You're much
Okay,
better
first, all right.
shot.
Then I really want to bring down this last drone, so I'm gonna do my 2d6 plus 3 for a shot.
That's a hit.
Okay, good. That's 1. That's
Hit.
2, 3,
Hit.
and 4.
Oh,
crit.
yes. Well, we don't really have crits in Traveler, so
It's destroyed anyway.
yeah, 4 hits is probably destroyed. It's already been hit once by things, so it's likely to be done. But anybody can roll garbage. I think
Here
we
we go.
demonstrated
So-
that tonight.
First roll, 25.
That may be enough right there, the first shot. So yeah, it had 17 hit points left. Even with its armored DR, that's enough to kill it. So you just he's doing like Sundance. Remember at the beginning of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the poker game where he says, "Just invite us to stay," and the guy says, "Are you really that good?" And he pulls out and shoots the guy's gun off and then shoots it across the floor.
Yep.
This is very kind of thing. So he puts one into it. It's like spins out of control, and then boom, he hits him again, shoots him up in the air. It hits across the thing. It's spraying pieces all over the place. Hits him again, and it eventually comes to a rest. He puts this final shot in, and it comes to rest over here, floating in its own like debris field. In the meantime, as you are doing this, Coffin, the creature in the tank begins to move forward and you can see it's sort of looking at you guys with its one eye.
It's looking at me, Ray.
And this is what it looks like.
Shit.
Ah,
Oh my god. All
I
right.
see it, Ray.
No, it's in the tank, and it's just sort of like you can hear those claws on the inside of the tank. It's like,
Right.
well, you guys can't hear them because,
No.
so you can't hear it. Never mind.
Right.
But you can see it's kind of like, and it just kind of
man.
scuttles over, and it's like looking down through the tank at you guys in this very sort of like, kind of way, and it
How big is it?
almost smiles. A little bigger than human size, probably about 7.5, 8 feet tall if it was stretched out. But it's in the tank, so it's kind of like honked over.
Ugly little sputted me.
All right,
All right.
Captain
He can hear you.
Black. He's looking at me, Ray.
So this other one creature hasn't done anything to us, doesn't seem to care about us.
Correct.
Don't know that I want to kill it. And the one in the tank doesn't have a health bar, so I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to kill it.
Well, it depends. I mean, right
Well-
now he's in a tank.
He can't get out. At least we don't think he can.
Unless you were to shoot the tank.
Just don't shoot the tank.
Don't
We
shoot
just
the
worked very hard to not shoot the tank. And by the way, be very careful. Spofulam Corporation is now listening in on our conversations, so make sure we're very careful.
Really?
Okay.
Didn't you pay the extra to get rid of ad blocking and Spofulam recording?
I'm only saying that because Chuck's here.
Yeah, Spofulam Corp's here. Wen's here. Hey, Chuck.
Hey,
Howdy.
Chuck. Hey, how's it going?
I was trying to be quiet, not to interrupt anything. I'm just writing down notes for future use.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, Captain Black, you do a full retreat there, leaving poor Coffin under the tank?
Yeah, sure.
And then you shoot the tank?
No.
Please.
Yeah, and then you shoot
No shooting the tank.
He's a defenster.
Jeez.
I just came to look at this other creature.
Well, you see it, and it's just so you as you enter the room, you can see its eyeball kind of like also come to you, and it's just watching you. It is a weird creature, but let's be honest, this isn't the only weird creature now on this ship. What the hell were the Ursae doing out here?
I'm gonna say here, somebody should go try to make contact with it, and I'll slowly make eye contact with the captain.
take a step back. I'm willing to go. I'll walk forward and go talk to it. And
Look,
and my gun is now put away.
All right,
If
so we
something
drop
bad
out.
happens, Andrew wants to put you in a Dr. Wagner wants to put you in an artificial body anyway. So
That's true. You just need about 998 more mega
Yeah.
credits to pull that one off.
it'll be a robot body with a bear penis attached.
Oh God. Yeah, if you
Oh,
just
wait,
stick it on
two
the back.
penises, a tiger and bear penis.
That's right. All right, so
Remember-
Captain, you approach the creature. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, anybody remember Hill Comes a Frog Town, the Dance of the Three Snakes?
In my opinion, some of Roddy Piper's finest work.
Right? Remember they like you got three penises coming up under the blanket there. Like, yes, Rowdy. Shout out to Rowdy.
Yeah, he's like that John Gazal guy from the Godfather things. Roddy Piper didn't do that many movies, but everything he did, instant classic.
The fight scene of putting on the sunglasses and They Live. My friends and I did that for years. Like, just put on the glasses. No, I don't put on the goddamn glasses.
What I love is they redid that fight scene punch for punch in South Park between Timmy and the
Cripple
comedian
fight, right?
kid. Yeah, cripple fight.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so fun. And they redid the fight scene from They Live punch for punch.
I remember the fight, but I don't remember that was from They Live. That's awesome.
It was from They Live, man. All right, so Captain Black, you approach the creature who seems it doesn't move backwards. It's looking at you. That tentacle head is coming down and it's looking at you, and you can see the other sort of arm that has the weird little suction cups on it is sort of comes up and is sort of floating around, and it points
Sensing the air.
Yeah, it points the suction cups at you, but it doesn't make any movements. You also see that it is doing that same flickering, like a hologram that isn't quite there. And give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
And try to do better than Don's initiative, if you
Can't
can.
do worse.
Hey, I rolled an 8 intelligence, so
Don't jinx it.
All right, Dr. Wagner, and Coffin, give me. You guys are all sort of crowded around in there. Everybody, give me an intelligence check.
All right. You get an intelligence check. You get an intelligence check.
13. Coffin Doyle check out the big brain on Coffin. Wagner, not so much. Weber, Tam, yeah. So Coffin, you feel like you're looking at this thing so the captain sort of moves forward to it, and you can see this sort of thing flickering, and it's very all right. Tom comes in and says, I know what it is. No, so you see this flickering going on, and at first you're reminded of holograms that aren't quite working properly. But what you are then reminded, you're like, oh, wait, you're wondering if this creature is having difficulty maintaining its phase in between. Because remember, the other creatures could sort of phase in and phase out at will.
At will, right.
That one that got into the cargo bay, the gin and tonic, it could phase out at will. This one looks like it's malfunctioning. like it can't control its phase. So sometimes it's in, sometimes it's out. But that's what it looks like. It's like it can't. It somehow its ability to control its phase is messed up.
Huh.
And if you look over, so Weber, you look over to the tank. This dude is watching you guys intently with that one big eye, and he's just like kind of looking through the tank and checking you guys out.
So just trying to put the 2 and 2 together without making an intelligence check. Is it possible that alien boy in the tank here is projecting whatever that is over there?
Huh.
What a weird idea. Yeah. Well, do an intelligence check.
Huh. Interesting.
All of us.
Well, no, just Jix in this case.
Yeah. Lead paint tastes amazing.
Maybe it's magic. Now, I mean, you think that could be possible. I mean, you just don't know. You've never encountered a creature in a tank that could project a hologram before.
Okay.
The only real solution to this would be to let the guy out of the tank and find out.
Okay, that means we never ever.
He can stay in
Yeah.
my room.
You
Well,
got an empty prison room all set up.
Yeah.
if this doesn't seem to be assaulting us, I think it might be time to try to move said tank to our ship, right?
Well, the tank is big and heavy. You could probably detach it. It's just sort of like wedged in that room. Now, it would probably be difficult to get it, but I mean, you're only about 3 pressure doors away from hard vacuum. So yeah, it's possible. It would take some time, probably several hours to get this thing kind of
Real quick,
unhooked.
I guess we should ask Jen if are we getting any more worm sign? Sorry, if we get any more power signs from drones or from other anomalies like this one here?
No, Jin does not detect any more security drones on the ship. At least no power signatures that would be analogous to a security drone. It is continuing to see fluctuating levels of jump space radiation in the southeastern corner of the ship, which seem to be analogous to what you guys are looking at right now, because he's monitoring the video. I'm still also detecting power leakage that is shielded from what I believe you guys are referring to as the tank. That seems the location seems to be where that power leakage is coming from. It's not much, so I can't get much of a beat on it, but it does seem to be generally co-located with the tank.
Okay.
And also, Dr. Wagner, I've checked my memory banks for all alien life forms that have been cataloged that I have in my catalog, which is not comprehensive, but neither of these creatures match in any real way any of the creatures that have been that are in my banks, in my encyclopedia.
Well,
Interesting.
For the sake of the creatures, I hope neither of them have penises.
They're doomed. You do not see any penises on either of the creatures.
Let's
they have
offer
cloaca?
each one a stateroom.
That feels like a Twitter. You do not see any penises on either of the creatures.
I'm at the wrong party then.
Yeah.
All right. Goodness.
Well, it's almost 11. And can you think of a better way to end the night than with some really bad penis jokes?
I can't think of it. So at this point, so are you thinking? So before we go, the creature just seems to be flickering in and out, but it's still for lack of a better term, it's watching and examining you guys.
Yep.
It has not made any hostile moves. The creature in the tank is sort of watching as well, but frankly, it looks a lot more hostile than the creature in the room.
Sure.
But it's in a tank. So I mean, and if you take a look, the tank is connected to various kinds of power, and one assumes data output or input ports within that room, but it could be disconnected. Now, your guess is, and Tam, this is probably your area of expertise, but your guess is that you could probably get that tank unhooked on a trolley and into the slice of lime in about 3 or 4 hours. That's
we're taking it through these 2 big doors here, these big doors, and then it's out in space already. So
yeah, and you could just float it out. What you do is get a cargo gantry from the Gin and Tonic, float it back out here,
Yep.
and then put it in the hold of the slice of lime and truck it all back.
Okay.
What are you going to do about the other
But
creature?
that's after we deal with whatever we're going to do with this guy.
And we got to do like a data drain on this thing and make sure we catch
Who said we have to do anything with that guy?
relevant
Let's
data.
just leave him
We
be
just gotta
and get
stay
out
here,
with the tube.
see what it does. If it starts to react, we got to react. But if it,
Oh, I mean, I'm no xenobiologist here, but I understand that Reese's Pieces are a standard form of greeting to alien races when they might approach it. The first
Only because
contact with
Eminem
them.
turned it down.
Reese's Pieces. Yeah, he hasn't said anything. The creature
Going
hasn't
back
said
to
anything.
83, Les. I'm going back to 83.
I gave him bear pieces. He wasn't impressed.
He didn't think of it. And Black, you do see what looks suspiciously like an Ursae penis floating in the atmosphere in front of you.
Hey,
Just sort
Coffin,
of
while we're dealing with the tank, you stand right here and watch this guy.
I will.
Wait,
Sure.
Dr. Mengele or the alien? I mean, Dr. Wagner. Sorry.
Not
All right.
Dr. Wagner.
It's
Wow.
11:01. Andrew's an early riser, so we're going to stop there. Excellent gaming tonight. This is awesome.
That was
All right.
fun. Thank
That
you.
was a good- that was
All
a
right.
good session,
I
guys.
was wrong, but before you guys go, I was wrong about Fifth Friday in April. I think it's Fifth Friday in May. So next Sunday is the 2nd of May, and we'll be playing A Team.
The
Go B team.
Optimus Primes.
I think next week you guys will be meeting the infamous Nocticula.
And
Dun,
for
dun,
anybody
dun.
who sticks around, I have actually met Rowdy Piper.
Have you really?
Oh,
Oh, now
cool.
I am sticking around. I
That's
gotta hear
Oh,
this.
now
I
I have
gotta-
to go,
I gotta hear the
'cause
story.
otherwise-
I was working at Tampa International Airport on night shift, working when they first put in the automated tram system they have that goes from long-term parking to the terminal.
Mhm.
It didn't quite work. The programming wasn't quite right. And so I worked for the company that was putting it in, and I rode the train, basically monitoring the train. And so I worked in the middle of the night. So at like 3:30 in the morning, I got my break. I wanted to get something to eat, and I ran into Rowdy Piper, who was coming in on a plane. It was 3:30 in the morning, and he was absolutely shit-faced. He was stumbling around trying to find the place where he could go and get some coffee. He was the coolest dude. He was so fun. Even shit-faced. He was a really nice guy. And I pointed him in the direction that he could get some coffee. And he was like, dude, I owe you one. And he took off to go and try to get it. Because he was
Awesome.
jacked.
Classic Rowdy Roddy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
He was a really cool guy for being
Very cool.
absolutely drunk out of his mind at 3:30 in the morning at Tampa International Airport.
I think he was one of the first people in 2016 that died. That was like, oh, remember in 2016 where celebrities were kicking every like 2-3 weeks?
Wait,
Yeah.
Rowdy Piper's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that ruins everything.
Oh, he's
I
a
got-
legend. His legend will live on.
Good night.
And
Guys, have a good night.
All right.
I'm
Good
dropping
night,
off.
Andrew.
Peace, guys. And before he passed, Ronda Rousey asked him if she could use Rowdy.
Rowdy
Oh.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
I like it.
because
And-
she's an MMA fighter or was.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she actually spoke to him and said, "Can I use that?" And he was like, "Dude, run with it."
You
And
know,
he was such a cool guy. He was like, "Go for it. Just
Yeah.
do whatever you want to do."
Absolutely. That
And-
sounds like something he would do.
at the Webby Awards in New York, this is 2013. We were up for an award, and so we went to this award. We got our asses kicked by handicapped children and doing good work, whatever. But
Those bastards.
yeah, instead of but the Iron Sheik was one of the MCs.
Nice.
They rolled the Iron Sheik out. He was in a wheelchair now, but I was like,